All the drug dealers get paid. Checks.
Pot of hot coffee. Episode number, I don't remember, 26? I don't really remember. We got Zack Zorovich here. We're live from Live Laugh Love Studios. My potheads, my coffee drinkers. We got a special one. It's the first of the month. You know, we're watching Tiger Woods highlights on the Golf Channel.
God,
Yeah. I got a burrito that I'm probably going to be munching on in the beginning. So.
What? Great host.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's really like peak. I turned the TV off on accident.
TV on
now we
right
have to have
now.
Tiger highlights.
And this is state TV too. They don't realize what we're.
Well, the best part about
streaming.
Tiger highlights is you don't realize how much ash he crushed after this.
Oh, he was just banging
Derrick
fours
Jeter
at a
2000s
local
golf.
Waffle House.
No, he was a Perkins man.
Just running through,
I've done
through a
I've
Hooters.
done
Perkins, man.
Yep, Perkins parking lot.
Yo, you ever see? Yo, he has
2:36
multiple pictures up at Hooters.
Really?
That
Yeah.
like most athletes have one. Tiger Woods has like 3 of them.
Interesting.
He stopped there after his first Masters. I'm pretty sure he went
in
to
Farmingdale, yeah.
No, in Augusta, Georgia. He's like, let me hit the Hooters.
I don't blame him. I guess
That's where the finest ass is hanging around.
Yeah,
They got
apparently.
good wings. They got some.
Dude, Hooters is good.
He would tip 160.
We stand by Hooters. I would love for them to sponsor the podcast.
Aren't they only a midget brand now? That's I believe.
Midget Hooters.
I think they're going
Tiny Hooters.
Dude, they had a Hooters and it was just midgets serving the wings. Midgets with giant tits. I'd be so hyped.
Would you ever
rather
rather
be
have
a lot of stepping stools?
Would you rather have a midget?
The tables
daughter?
are just really small. It's like those Asian tables you got to
Exactly,
kneel at.
yeah. You think they're couches? You think you're sitting out of respect? You're not.
Yeah,
You're
it's like
just
a really hip
insulting them.
coffee shop. They got like a couch you sink into.
Yeah, the Arab couches. Would you rather have a?
Yeah, so we're just not going to address your attire, Travis.
Oh, what do you mean?
Explain your getup. Give an outfit check to the camera.
All right, guys. So today we got the Primark pants.
Work it, girl.
We've gone yeshivish for this
Give it a
episode.
left. Yeah.
We've got the 2009 H&M
For you
Massapequa
lady
Mall.
sheaves out there.
Yes, exactly.
go.
No
Very
chicks is
beautiful.
allowed today. All right. And then we got the Primark top right here. You know, we're going full orthodox for today's episode because it is a novelty one. Indeed.
Yeah.
Did they respect the outfit?
They respected it.
So you
They
went for a
laughed.
job interview. What was the position for?
The position is essentially a therapist.
That's good. That's
yeah,
good.
absolutely.
Therapist,
Mashallah.
you think you can help?
Absolutely, 100,000,000%.
You think you can guide them towards
Yeah.
what
Hashem needs every yid. And that's the message every day, right?
I guess.
you tell them to say their prayers and they'll be good?
Exactly, yeah.
It's like what Hulk Hogan told people.
Correct, exactly. Just translate it into modern. Speaking of that, it's on the screen right now. Ben Hogan.
I did think when I came in, I didn't know if there was like a
Ben
theme to your
Hogan's
podcast.
related to Hulk Hogan.
There is a theme.
No, I thought at first I saw him in a suit. I'm like, oh shit.
It's a
do I have to
financial
pitch them
podcast.
a business? Really?
It's a
Shit.
business podcast, yes.
Yeah, first and foremost, it's a business podcast.
Absolutely, yeah.
course.
It's a
That's
financial.
what we about our money.
I came here in gym shorts, of course.
That's okay. No, that's a grind. That's a grind set.
That's because you care about your health. You know, health is wealth in
Yeah.
this life.
You just came off of 13 hours of cold calling.
That's why
on
I'm eating a
VPN.
burrito from the
with a
bar down
VoIP.
the street.
Bingo,
I
correct.
just want to show off my calves.
I don't blame you. And it's the first of the month. That's how you know it's a financial podcast. We respect the EBT re-up.
Go
Yeah.
to
1201 hit 7-Eleven. As you know.
Is that why you hit 7-Eleven when we got home last night?
Swear to God, yes, sir.
Do you guys-
Is that why you walked to the farther 7-Eleven and not the one on Delaware? Or do you have a beef with
It's
the one on...
equidistant.
Do you have beef with the one on Delaware?
No, they're equidistant.
So you walked to the shittier one on town?
Yeah, of course I do.
Do you guys do the sign in at 7-Eleven? Like
Of
put in the
course.
phone number?
I got med points.
Save so much
No,
money.
Yes.
I should.
Dude,
It's really beneficial.
I started
insane.
doing it with Chipotle and Taco Bell, and I've saved so much money.
I
Quick
get
check, too.
I get free cookies like every
I gotta
other
do
week.
Yes.
I gotta do McDonald's, and I gotta do 7-Eleven.
Correct. It's really worth it. McDonald's is also worth it. I get coffee from there. I've had 6 coffees today, and one of them was from McDonald's. Yes, sir. 6 coffees and 4 oatmeals.
You've bought 6 coffees today.
No, I've had 6 coffees today.
How many coffees
did
have
you
you
buy?
buy?
I bought one.
Okay.
So you made a pot?
I made 5 coffees at home, yeah.
You just made a pot though, and
I made a pot in the morning, and I made a pot before coming here.
so you drank 2 pots of coffee today.
Yeah, hell yeah, every week, every day.
So you're drinking big cups of coffee too.
Hell yeah, full cup.
You're not even drinking mugs. You're drinking the pot of coffee
Yeah.
for yourself.
What is it called?
That's insane.
Hell yeah, I'm sipping mud.
I've never drank. I drank coffee like
Sipping
once in my
mud.
life.
Really? Oh man, you get ready for it because it's gonna hit some point, man.
terrifying.
All I've done is sat and play COD Mobile since an hour, so that shit's gonna kick in.
How much did you shit? You had
I
to be
texted
shitting,
you,
bro.
I texted you. That's why I was late.
Dude,
Yeah.
drinking that much coffee is
He actually
deadly.
shit and then slid on it all the way here.
That's why I'm wearing a suit.
That's why the Italians don't work, is because they drink so much espresso. They're just constantly shitting.
Yeah, they were shitting out a
Coffee
lot a
and
couple nights
cigarettes.
ago, right?
I used to work
They
at
had that's why they came up with the bidet. Those Europeans. It's all
Makes
those
sense.
cigarettes and
Carbs.
Yeah, exactly.
I used to work in an Italian office. They had a regular coffee machine. They had an espresso. They had at least 3 to 4 coffee machines. I was like
Yeah.
perplexed that like.
That's how you work and shit on the clock.
No, how do you guys not all just get heart attacks all the time?
They do.
Uh,
That's the answer. They do.
Yeah, he's right. Absolutely. Just at age 98. That's why. Because a lot of wine, a lot of cigarettes, and a
Look.
lot of News One.
I'm waiting for the
New
day
York
that
one.
Big Time Tommy just croaks.
Wow. Don't take that out of
He's gonna get
context.
hit with like a hard.
to our Bangladeshi clipper.
Why? Oh, is that sacrilege?
He's as Long Island as Billy Joel.
I'm sorry.
I
I'm
should
pro-
remember who
I-
that is.
You don't know who Big Time Tommy
Is
is?
he like a guy? I've definitely met him at the mics and stuff.
No, the fat retard that
Whoa!
Instagram.
You're
It's
gonna,
like,
have to, you're gonna have to be
hey,
more
take
specific.
it east. He had the video Keep It Old School with the
He
guy
likes
playing
freestyle.
music outside of like Chow Baby on like Sunrise Highway in
I feel
in
like
Massapequa.
I've either met this
This
guy.
is like COVID.
I've either met this guy 50
He was-
times
he-
or I've met him.
No, you met him 50,000.
He hit him. You probably seen him everywhere.
Yeah.
Have you seen him at like a mic or a show or anything? Or anything?
No, just at traffic lights.
You might have.
usually.
He probably does hang out at Governor's. He's probably like a superstar if he pulls
In
through
the
those
lot.
doors. They're
Big
like,
time goat.
oh my god, Big Time
He's a big
Tommy's here.
time.
From the show Carfell.
Oh,
Yeah, he was on
true.
Carfellas. He was the guy who argued about the
Scarfell.
the,
Big
the,
shout out
the
to
corner
producer
slice
Pat for
argument.
that.
You ever see that? The s-
Oh, okay.
those
okay.
those retarded Guidos.
It's like the fat
He's-
dude. It's
yeah.
literally the most fat Italian thing I've ever seen. where
Yes.
It's 2 men being.
So
like,
this guy,
I
this
wanted
this guy called a second fame on Instagram
Yep.
Jesus.
about 10 years after Carfellas went off the air because I don't know, he was just retarded.
Because he keeps it old school. He keeps it
So
OS
it's
for life.
Carfellas.
That's
Okay.
why.
Yeah, because he would go, I'm keeping it OS for life, and he would like have freestyle playing, and he'd just have retarded, like he'd have another retarded old Guido with him, like turning the tables. He'd be like, we kicking OS here. My man's kicking the.
Old
They're also
school.
on the show Gravesend.
It's
if
like
you know that.
Okay.
they all said. Well, now I know Carfellas. Like
Okay,
I thought
okay,
you said
okay.
Carfeld, so I was like, what the fuck's Carfelds? It's a crazy show.
Yeah, it's Garfield.
No,
Garfield when he
Carfellas.
drives.
No, but now that you're like, there's the 2 fat Italian guys arguing over a slice of pizza. I'm like, oh yeah, I know exactly.
That's the Long
what this is.
Island experience, I would say, as a whole.
Oh, dude, if you ever want the Long Island experience, there's a great great series of movies on Amazon called The Streets.
Okay. Oh, wow.
And I am obsessed with them.
Okay.
They feature.
Let everyone know.
Please,
You've told me
yes.
about this before.
Not
but
me.
So,
Tell Travis while I eat my burrito.
so it's pretty much
Into
like
the mic.
The Room.
I've already done that bit before. I can't keep running the. I'll eat some chips into the mic.
Sean's just like someone else talk for 5 minutes so I could fucking eat.
Okay. So ellabborate about the street. Tell me about the streets.
It is. If you try to look it up, you can't. You have to spell it money sign TREETZ, the streets. But Amazon doesn't recognize the money sign, so you have to
Oh,
search
wow.
the streets.
Okay.
And so this guy we know, who is like this weird pizza shop owner who would kind of be in comedy and throw shows, and he had a radio show for a little bit, was in this. So he got a bunch of like random Long Island comedians who were in it, and it's like if The Godfather was retarded. Like really,
wow.
like they have like the play sign when the graphics are in, like
Really?
for like with the credits to come down, like the play sign's still in the
So
middle.
this is good. You're telling me.
Oh, it's fantastic. It is.
Alright, good.
I'm obsessed. I get like after about 3 months of knowing me, everyone's like, Zach, we don't got to watch it again.
What year is it?
It's God, I gotta look it up. But there's 3 of them,
Okay.
and
And where do they take place?
they all take place on Long Island, nondescript places.
Just in general,
Just
places?
Long Island.
Oh, this is good.
Like
yeah.
they have a mayor,
nice.
and he's just the mayor of Long Island.
Interesting.
Like, where
Okay.
it's like
It's like Liberty City.
He's not the mayor of. He's not the mayor of Hempstead or Hicks. He's just the mayor of Long Island.
Travis is dressed like a guy who would claim to be the mayor of Long Island.
I would run for mayor, but girls would.
I'm the mayor of
blacklist
Long
me.
Island.
Oh, the mayor
That's
of
like a
Long
guy
Island.
who went out west in the 1800s. He's like, yeah, I'm from Long Island. I'm the mayor of Long Island.
that's
I
the
don't
whole
know place.
That sounds like something I tell girls drunk when I'm in the city. I'm like, yeah, I'm the mayor of Long Island.
Yeah, actually, like,
But-
my house is basically up the Hamptons.
It's so.
I don't know what grave digging it is.
The star of this movie is like a guy like who? What's that movie? The Room.
Yeah,
Tommy
Tommy
Wiseau.
was
He's like an Italian Tommy Wiseau, where like he
You know, like
definitely
how no one
pitches.
knows where Tommy Wiseau got his money from.
Exactly, but this
Porn.
guy's literally like I should be
Arms
the
dealing.
star. This is like this guy Eddie Rockefeller is like, I should be the star of this movie. It's about corrupt cop who like cheats on his wife with like hotter and hotter woman.
Redundant.
Yeah, I know, but it's
Sounds great.
it's a great movie. But it's like
South Shore?
It's like this man is so unattractive, and all these women are just like after 3 minutes like, oh, it's like the craziest fucking thing.
I like that.
I could
Delusions of
watch this
grandeur.
movie. Yeah, it's the greatest thing ever. I bought it.
It's a movie?
Yeah, it's a movie.
Oh.
You paid for it?
I bought them.
It's a trilogy
straight up.
How much
movie.
did it cost?
I've probably watched them more than the guys who have edited the movie. Like, hands down, I have.
Wow. Have you found them anywhere?
No, they had like a.
See if you would work on a fourth.
No, I have to be. There is like I could if I really wanted to involve myself. With
Yeah.
it, but it's like I love it so much watching it that it's like I couldn't
Make a prequel then.
Oh,
Now,
dude,
did the people
totally.
making it think that's a?
Story doesn't make sense.
Do they think they put out like a great piece of art where
There's
they're
a
like,
there's a bunch of
I'm
people
really
who are like,
truly like.
there's
you
a bunch of
know,
people who are paid actors that are like, I'm just doing a job for money.
Okay, so
Okay,
like-
well,
they're
and
not
you
getting
can tell.
royalties?
But
and
the
then-
people who wrote the movie.
Yeah, the people who wrote the movie are like, this is the greatest crime movie that exists.
That rocks.
They're like, it won
Good for
awards.
them.
They made fake awards for the movie.
Nice. That's smart.
It's winning somehow in film festivals that don't exist.
Smart.
It's the craziest thing I've ever seen.
It's like building a resume.
Oh.
Similar. Is that?
It's crazy. It's
Winning fake awards for a shitty movie is so funny.
what's his name is
It's
in
not
it?
a bad idea.
What's the guy's Angel Salazar is in it from Scarface. He's Chi-Chi.
Whoa. That's now we know his budget. We can get him on the podcast.
Yeah, definitely not. Well, I don't think he's doing great, but these days he's a little older now. He might have died actually.
Has he got scratches
We
on
should
him?
probably check this before defaming Angel Salazar.
No, he can hear this and he can hit us up. He knows our business number. It's in the.
You
It's
can
in the
get like
bio.
an AI version of him or something.
Oh yeah, what the fuck is
Yeah.
Duh.
You don't need the real him. It's 2025.
Do you know who Anthony Jr. is?
No.
Fuck.
Are you guys just in some sort of like Dago? like,
Daegu?
Dago.
We're
Webster?
fans.
Oh,
We're fans.
Dago.
We're
Dago.
fans.
I
Some
thought you-
Dago
We're
Webster
fans. We're
algorithm.
fans.
that
We're
don't-
We're
Daegu.
observers. We're neutral party observers. I like.
What's
you
someone
know.
that has Bosco on sometimes? The
I would love to have
Prosciutto
Bosco
Italiano,
on.
growing up Italian.
yeah, bro.
I'd kill to have Bosco on.
My friend
Or-
made a video with
Or
him. and
Lil
he
Mo
didn't tell me about
Mozzarella.
it.
Lil Mo Mozzarella. I'm baffled at his success. I'm just like I'm watching from afar. I'm just like, wow.
Dude, it's an algorithm.
He
thing where
did
it's like,
70 days from Maryland to Massachusetts.
Jesus. Walking?
No tour dates.
Oh.
Definitely not
He
walking.
didn't leave the.
I thought you meant like this is just like a random guy who. Like,
No, Lil Mo Mozzarella.
He's a comedian now.
Oh,
Oh.
he's like
Some may say-
800,000 followers on Instagram.
I know.
He doesn't tell jokes. He just gets up there and be like, "Hey, I'm fucking Italian." He wears like a wife beater, and
Well, here's the thing. Maniscalco was like.
Sean Brown opens for him.
Maniscalco really opened the door for like
Oh, the
Italian dudes to be like, like
My
Yeah,
mother- my
it got him in
grandmother's
the
sauce.
doors. It's like, hey, I actually like going to these comedy club things. I get to yell out and ruin a show.
It's more like
It's so much better than ruining a movie.
there's a lot of people that just like a lot of Italian guys in their 50s who watch that at home. It's like I could do this. I could just do that. Tell
Yeah.
stories.
Oh, we've seen. Oh, we've seen.
He really opened the door of just like, and not even that. They all think they have to be like fan. There was one time I met this man. He did comedy a little while ago, and before he did comedy for a little bit while he was doing entertainment jobs, and before that he was like muscle for, like a little outfit.
I'll put the
back in
mic a
day.
little more to you.
Interesting. Okay.
So he like told me a story once about how like a guy owed him money
Yeah.
at a pizza parlor, and he went to the guy's pizza parlor and almost shoved him in the pizza oven to get his
Damn.
money.
Yeah, I believe it.
And then like an hour before this, he told a joke about teaching his daughter how to drive. Teaching my daughter how to drive, and I'm like,
yeah, that's the dichotomy.
why don't you tell this on stage? But
That's insane.
it's, you know what I mean. They all want to be like family. They want to be like, I want to tell family stories.
No, I don't want anyone
That's
excluded
not
by
the
my
guy I'm
jokes.
used to be.
But all I know is that if you call it a roll, I'm not going to say what I was going to say.
Mozzarella.
You sounded like Al Pacino there.
No, it's the suit.
Yeah, it is the suit. Exactly. It's constricting
Did
my
you ever
vocal
see
cords.
the Al Pacino commercial where it's like climate change, but they have the Any Given Sunday speech over it?
In rain, it's gonna rain more.
No. That's the difference between winning and losing. And it's just like a glacier collapsing. I don't know what the message was, but they had the whole speech like diatribed over like.
Interesting.
My favorite thing is when you see.
I love that Al if you pay Al Pacino enough, he'll just say yeah. He's like, you know what? I'm an artist.
Here's the ass cameo.
You want him to be gay? Al Pacino will be gay. You want him to be a mobster? He'll also. I think it's so funny that a guy that has been gay in movies as much as Al Pacino still gets casted as gangsters, and like black dudes and Italians like.
I'm scared of him.
They just put a pass. They give him a pass for that, because any other actor did a gay like. They wouldn't allowed to be a gangster anymore.
Doing gay stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if Robert De Niro did a
the guy
gay
from Moonlight, the guy from Moonlight's gone.
Yeah, if Robert De Niro did a gay movie, like there's no way he's in Casino.
Understand? I get it.
You want me to do a?
You know he's my favorite actor.
Yeah.
Facts?
No, it's just the
that?
What?
I said, you know he's my favorite actor.
Robert De Niro.
Yes.
I
How
heard
little I want.
Robert De Niro's a great actor, but I've heard he's quite a prick.
Uh-oh.
in person.
I'm going to have to run into him soon.
Did you see the guy calling him a mook the other month?
So called him a mook.
He's
I'm
like,
Irish.
you're a mook. M-O-O-K, mook. Screaming at him in the street.
That's fucking hilarious.
It was like a fat guy in a Make America Great Again hat just yelling at him.
Dude,
from
watching just
Glendale.
people scream in Manhattan is always funny.
It's on the daily.
It's kind of like college. Like when I went to college, I realized all the kids who were politically active were just like sucked. Everyone else was just like, let's not.
Yeah, it was usually
let's do
for
everything
nerds.
to avoid them.
Yeah, politics is for nerds. It's nerds that want to feel powerful. They're like, oh wait, I get to bully everyone now. I get to
I
make
know
the
about
rules.
I know about this most recent current event more than you.
Yeah, exactly. I can name a senator in a county I don't fucking live in.
You hear about this guy, and it's always one thing supporting your side.
Yeah, it's like who fucking cares? What he took $50,000 from a nonprofit.
That was my favorite thing with the Brett Favre thing, where it's like people are like, Brett Favre stole money from women in black causes. Like, no, he stole it from another person who was stealing from you.
Yeah, no, it was Mississippi. That money was getting embezzled regardless.
Ironically, that's the most feminist thing Brett Favre will ever do is wedges, sacrifice his high reputation to build a volleyball stadium for women.
You just gave me a very
He
good
had to make it up after the dick pics.
His Danny Woodhead.
He still sends those?
No, you don't remember when he got in trouble for sending the
that.
Latino reporter a dick pic?
No, sadly I don't.
It was like the Jets Spanish reporter in the locker room, and
That was the time. He was older than the coach of the Jets.
Yeah.
He was like
Oh,
43,
I
and
know
Eric
that.
Mangini was 42.
yeah, that basically
Wow.
forced him to retire, and then he came back after that, if I recall,
And
right?
then he
He went to the Vikings,
He went
right?
to the Vikings, and he had.
And he
a
went to
much
the
better
NFC
season.
Championship,
He did
right?
very well.
Yeah, that's hilarious that he came back
I'll
from
have
that.
to look those YouTube
Also, there's
highlights up.
Brett Favre
Very
was
good at diving
notorious
into
for
jets.
showing up to training camp hammered.
Yeah.
Would play games hammered too, apparently.
Wow.
They just did that back in the day. Like, you ever watch?
No, Brett Favre just got a pass though because it was Brett Favre. They're like, listen, he's gonna get hammered, but he won't get hurt.
Well, they all used to just be doped up. They used to be perked the fuck
Oh,
up back
yeah.
in the day, and even the guys
Back in
who-
the day.
Well, yeah, now.
Well, when they go to the locker room and come back feeling better.
You ever see that Perk Rogers meme where it's like Aaron Rodgers, like he hurt his knee in the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
And then he comes back and he's giving the speech after, and it's just eyes are glazed
Oh, yeah.
over. It's like, I went in the locker room and something with my knee, then I felt better. And then he threw like 3 touchdowns, just perked up.
Oh,
I believe it.
football's hilarious. Those guys just are.
It also makes me question the massage specialist that they have. I'm telling you.
I can't wait.
A lot of massage.
I can't
Think
wait
about
to see.
Robert Kraft, Deshaun
now
Watson.
UFC's gotten really
Justin Tucker.
popular, and like NFL had like they were known for CTE, but BJ Penn.
Yeah, BJ Penn's like
He's going crazy saying his family's trying to steal his money and they're cloned or something.
I just literally saw his Instagram like an hour ago, and it was like, my mom is 80 pounds. How is she able to pick up this 100-pound table? Coincidence? There's no comment that's like, look at this idiot. All the comments are like, I really feel for you. I hope you're doing okay.
Oh,
There's no
dude. Yeah, his brain's fried. It's like scrambled eggs in there.
There was a thing where BJ Penn got knocked out on the street by like a random Hawaiian dude like 3 years ago.
Yeah, he just
He tried to out-chin him. He's like, yeah, hit me. And he just knocks him out with one shot.
His brain's mush.
And the guy was like bigger than him too. The guy was
Yeah.
like much. It was just dumb.
Is he trying to get money?
No. he just gets in fights. BJ Penn's a wild boy.
But no, he has like
But
crazy
now
CTE.
he's like
Yeah.
really bad CTE. But he fought in like the Pride era where like you could soccer kick dudes on the floor
Oh, I
and
know,
step on
yeah.
their heads and stuff
Yeah,
like
Pride
that.
was fucked up.
Like,
Yeah, you could stomp people's heads.
you could stomp, head stomp.
Yeah.
You could hold.
That was the defining difference between Pride and UFC. It was like, bro, why should I watch a Pride fight? And my boy would be like, well, you can stomp someone in the head in
Yeah, you
Pride.
could
And it'd be
stomp
like,
there was
all right, worst fighters,
there's
a bit more
Ryzen.
violent.
You
Like,
could still head stomp someone in Ryzen. A guy actually got disqualified, not because he stepped on the guy's head, because he was holding the cage while he did it.
Jeez.
So he lost the fight because he was holding the cage, not for stepping on the dude.
a bit too real.
I was gonna say, yeah.
I'm like, you don't need more leverage when you're stepping on a man. You really
2002
need to
Def Jam.
It was just instinct. He's done it before.
I think he was just next to the cage and like holding on to the cage. And technically, he was holding on, but no. The thing is, it's a peanut butter jar with concussions, because it's like I forget who said it. Someone said this on a fighter said this on Rogan once, where it's like the first time you take a peanut butter cap off,
Yeah.
it's fucking tough.
Uh-huh.
But by the time you're halfway done with the thing, you could just push it off with your finger.
Interesting.
I've had 2 concussions.
I've had over a dozen, unfortunately.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Did you had a dozen concussions?
Yeah, I thought I mentioned that on other episodes.
I know you've had a bunch. I didn't think it was like a dozen.
We
Yeah.
will midget dart that they threw at targets or something. Like,
Yeah.
what did you do?
Nah, I've just fallen on my head a lot. Whether it's just bad behavior and dumb behavior, or
Let's go through all 12.
no. Well,
Try to remember them.
What was your first?
when I got absolutely decked by someone who was twice my size in a fucking scrimmage, same team scrimmage in football in 4th grade.
Yeah.
Just absolutely unnecessarily just destroyed during practice in a scrimmage. That was number one. And
Oh,
then-
you got like a youth football concussion?
yes, sir.
Damn.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
You remember, I'm not gonna say his name on the podcast, but the kid in high school who had so many concussions, they were like, "Yo, you might like."
Yeah,
He had to like quit football because
It's
they're
real.
like, they're like, "Yeah, you're
Yeah,
like
I think I know who
actually."
you're talking about.
He's your neighbor, I think.
there is.
Oh, what? No, never mind.
Here, I'll turn the mic. Turn your mic off. John Shaughnessy.
Oh, I
Oh,
didn't
that
know that
podcast.
happened. That's
Yeah.
interesting. Well, I remember him trying to beat me up and shit, so I kind of blocked him from my life, honestly.
Oh, the ghost is all tangled.
There it is.
Just watch his
I
paw
got you,
there.
buddy.
There you go.
He's pawsome.
Oh, just unravel your cord a bit so he can walk. He's gonna walk through.
Paw Patrol.
Yeah.
All right.
He's always causing a ruckus here.
People always need a podcast dog now.
Correct, absolutely. It really garners in the...
almost knocked the drink over.
You know, if anybody wants to send money for his food, go for it.
Yeah, bro. 12 concussions is so many, though.
Yeah, it's not fun.
12 is a lot.
They had to
It's
tell
not
you to
fun.
stop at a certain point to stop playing like
Yeah.
contact sports, I'm imagining, right?
Wait, so that was the first. When was the second? Was it close after?
Probably. I think it was basketball, maybe.
You got a concussion in basketball?
Yeah, remember?
If you
for
fall,
example,
you hit that cord hard.
people used to go really hard, man.
How'd you get it?
On pavement?
What, you hit your head?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. One time I got punched. That shit hurt. And then I fell back into a wall.
He's trying to get the cords now.
Yeah, that's 3. Had
Oh yeah, I would have just
a
said
few from car
leave
accidents.
it so it's low. Ghost.
No, goes.
Oh yeah, just here. Move the cords so give it slack. Give it slack so you can walk over it. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Oh, whose cords are those? So one of them. Oh, here. What I'm saying is, give it slack so he can
Just walk right through.
Yeah. That's all you need. He'll walk over.
Just don't want to get caught in it.
So let me mention my idea now while I'm
That'll
at
be
it.
good.
So I
Oh
had this
no,
idea,
I
right?
spilled food. That's
So say you really want to meet a celebrity, right? And like you just wait for them to post like I really need this. Right? Like say I really need a camera right now. And then you fake your location to like where they live, like the same exact neighborhood, and you sell that shit for like $20, like only to them. Only if they show up. But you're gonna have to fly to their neighborhood. You'll be like, yeah, Tuesday I can meet you. And that's how you meet your your celebrity of choice. Think about it.
So
Facebook Marketplace
you wanna
scheme.
fake buy them stuff? So you want to tell your favorite celebrity to be you there, and then be like,
You just
by
gift
the way,
them
I don't have it. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, be like, I got
I'm
robbed.
not gonna be pissed.
I got robbed on the way here, and it cost me $783 to fly here.
What?
Listen,
Wait,
Michael Irving.
What happened to your palm there? You got some cuts on your palm.
Yeah, I got a couple cuts on my palm.
What happened?
I had a gypsy girl read my fucking.
No,
Gucci
how'd you, what happened? You fall?
She took a biopsy sample out of your hand.
Yeah. No. I fell. Yeah, I fell. There was a giant Jenga. Yeah, there was a giant Jenga.
This is today's concussion.
Almost.
At our friend's housewarming party.
Correct. He knows.
There was a giant Jenga set, and after I left, I guess Travis
360'd it.
Oh, he 360'd it.
It was about 4 feet tall, but I slipped on the wet grass on the landing. And I kept running, and I put my hand out, and right where the pavement begins is right where my hand landed.
Love it.
Yeah, it hurt for a couple days. Very sore. Big reminder.
Big
don't do that.
Jenga is crazy because
You were just jumping over it,
100%
though?
sober, yeah, at that point, yeah.
I was never crazy about Jenga. Now it's like giant, and everyone's like,
Yeah.
"You gotta play now."
But you could just use it to jump over it. You don't have to fucking play it. That's what I'm saying. You don't really have to.
Just jump over it.
Yeah, just wait for them to be done.
I do have a friend that, one of the funniest videos I've ever seen. So this, you ever been to the Leaky Lifeboat? And
Yeah.
like, was it Seaford or Wantagh?
Yeah, it's on Merrick Road.
Merrick Road, yeah, that piece of shit bar.
Seaford?
They have a big Jenga set, and my friend there, real good guy.
Made a swastika.
No. They stacked it up, and then he was very drunk, and he ran off. They had like a little platform, like almost a stage, I guess, but it's not really a stage. Ran off that and jumped through the Jenga set like it was a bowling pin.
Like 9/11.
Yeah. He just like head first, like through the ball.
Did they outlaw him from Jenga? They're like, no more Jenga for you.
No, he got banned from the Leaky Lifeboat for getting into too many fights there.
About Jenga?
No, just other fights probably.
If that's the place to get
But
banned
he
from, I
didn't
don't
get
blame
banned
him.
for that. No. I don't think he got kicked out for that at all.
So he's like Jenga's evil.
I got kicked out of the Leaky Lifeboat one time
Mm-hmm.
for that friend's birthday. He brought the bad out of me.
Exactly.
I was there. I'm like, I gotta get wild, and I had my thumb on the top of my beer, and I splashed a little at my friends when we were
There are some
dancing,
like,
and the security guard saw me, and he was like, "Nah, you gotta get the fuck out." I was like, "Oh fuck, dude, really?"
He pull
For
you
that?
up. He pull
He's
you.
like, "Yeah, you're spilling beer on your boys." I'm like, "Fuck, what's the problem?
I don't know.
Damn, that's so
Stop
sad.
being gay."
I can't give a security guard any shit anymore just because I'm too old to like. I'm starting to agree with the old men now. Like,
Oh, yeah.
there was a bunch of old little girls in my street just like biking down the street. And I wanted to be like, yo, you can be on the fucking sidewalk. You're right by an intersection. And I just felt myself getting older as I was saying it to them, and I just called them retards instead and drove away.
You're gonna mow him down in a pickup.
I get scared of all the kids in Lindenhurst. There's like a moped gang.
Mm-hmm. Well, the thing is, that
There's like a
they're
squad of like it's like a squad of 10 of the bad kids from Bad News Bears.
They got
like,
guns.
Like if Bad News Bears was only the bad kid,
the bad kids of Lindenhurst.
dude, they just ride around on like mopeds and cause havoc.
God.
Right, just
Lululemon.
take up a whole like
Yeah,
the main road.
The idea of someone threatening on a moped is hilarious.
No, but a squad of them. One of them isn't threatening, but like 10 of them is.
One of them.
They'll like swarm your car. Like
Just vape at you.
even if you hit one of them, you're getting your shit fucked up.
Oh, yeah.
Like
You're gonna get clouded out.
That's
your
their
mirrors are
thing, where
gone.
it's like,
You know what I mean? You're probably losing a windshield.
Yeah. That's kind of like a bullshit. Like, well, I'm gonna bait you into hitting me so I could beat the shit out of you. It's kind of like, come on, just get on the fucking road.
No, they don't want to get hit. They just want to take up the whole road.
I know.
They just want to be a
It
problem.
makes me furious.
I understand wanting to be a nuisance. Like as a
kid.
16-year-old, I understand like that's all you want in the world is to just ruin some adult's day. Some guy who's
Especially if
going
you
to
feel like they
work.
deserve it.
Some guy who's
you
just
know?
going to work and going about his day. You just want to say something to him that gets him upset. That he's like, "What the fuck? Like what?
Would you say in front of my girl?
Why'd you say
Say
that?"
that in front of my girl.
Yeah, exactly.
I've never
And
been
then-
that good. Oh.
6th grader go, I got bigger dick than you.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
Yeah.
well, I don't.
What-
The walking in the street thing just really pisses me off because it's like, yo, we're not in the city. I'm trying to drive. This is you can go 30 miles an hour in the subway on some of these
Yeah.
suburbs.
You're in Pequot.
Yeah, the hood.
No, it is.
Where the real murderers from.
It's
That's
just
true.
it's because you live around Italians.
Correct, yeah.
You can say it here.
And this isn't necessarily
This is-
one of those podcasts.
This isn't a pro-Italian
yeah,
podcast.
no, no, sir.
I've heard the past 20 minutes.
How far are we in?
My city got some killers.
29. You're pretty close.
My city got some killers. We got Alec Baldwin,
Yeah.
and then we got the Go-Go Beach dude,
Rex.
And then
Joey
Rex
Botafuco.
and Phil Baroni, the UFC fighter, the New York Badass.
65% of these people live
Also-
south of Merrick Road, I would imagine.
Yo, having a nickname, the New York Badass is such a shitty nickname, but no one will tell him it's a shitty nickname.
R.I.P. Phil Baroni. He's passed away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
But it's still a shitty nickniame.
I can't talk ill about Phil
Double
Baroni. I'm
down.
trying to walk around my streets.
Oh,
That's still a shitty nickname.
Wait, but you don't know Anthony
New
Jr.
York
though.
Badass.
Anthony Jr.
Do you live near Bayview Place?
No.
You don't know Anthony Jr., but you're from Massapequa. I'm
Why-
fucking blown away.
Yo, it's literally just like a schizophrenic guy on Instagram that just posts videos of him all day. Be like, I'm going to the city.
And he reads
I
financial
need a
articles.
girlfriend. And he's just some. It's
His
like
uncle is the
his
guy in the-
family's rich,
Yeah.
like,
Dude,
And his uncle's
and
on
they
the
just
Trump
and they
cabinet.
just pay for his life, and he just.
we do have to make a universe of just like niche Long Island weirdo celebrities, like the Bagel Boss guy.
Oh. Those are,
You know he's dead?
yeah, R.I.P.
That guy's dead.
Yeah.
He's dead.
No.
He lived in Lindenhurst for a second during COVID. You could catch him at the post office doing mail.
Sending
Sending out
merch
fan mail,
Sending
yeah.
out fan mail.
Merch and rape. rape
Believes
letters.
that guy.
That guy was always angry. I like how he spiraled from being the guy who had a meltdown. Like, he had a meltdown and somehow he
and then
pivoted
made it
that into like
success.
to a little fame, and then spiraled from that.
But now I thought
Spiraling
he was
from a meltdown's crazy.
He's
Like,
hanging out with Phil Baroni.
like he wasn't known for a positive thing, and then people were like, "Oh, it's really sad what happened."
Yeah,
to
his
him.
life just
It's
kept
like,
getting lower and lower.
He was
and lower.
cursing out He was cursing out a manager because he thought some little girls caught him in a bagel line.
Oh, dude.
He was short fused.
I think someone said something.
Hey!
I think someone did call him short or something. But
Dude, my
I don't know.
coworkers told me a pun today, and then was like, "What, comedian? You don't find that funny?" I had to be like, "No, I actually fucking hate puns. Like,
you know, my favorite one is?
don't send me that horse shit.
You know, my favorite
Expect
one
me to
is,
fucking
don't be
laugh."
afraid to use this in your act. And I'm like, thank you for this street joke.
Oh yeah, dude. What's the worst is hearing a guy get up at an open mic and just recite street jokes. And
What
you're
are
like,
street jokes? Please elaborate.
Shouldn't cross the road.
You ever meet? I'm not gonna say names on the podcast.
Don't.
Old Italian guy jokes where they're like, so two rabbis
It's
and
a joke that
and
doesn't
an
like
Italian
belong.
walk
It's
into
a
a
joke that doesn't
bar.
belong to anyone.
Yeah.
I got you.
It's like chicken crosses the road.
Yeah,
Understand,
yeah,
understand,
exactly.
Understand. I got you.
Like, what was it? An Irish, an Egyptian, and whatever are on a plane like that.
I understand.
joke.
I understand.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
understand.
Like there is things too that like there are tendencies. Like white guys will always talk about To Catch a Predator. Like
Okay.
a white guy will always. Have
Oh, that too. Yeah, white guys always are so self-deprecating.
I noticed that.
yeah,
they,
for sure.
they love.
They love to be like, oh man, like
They love 23andMe. They love jokes about 23andMe.
My
so
dick's
they can talk
small.
about, yeah, how black their cocks are. There's always something like
Smart. Speaking of that July update coming for Ancestry, DNA.
And black.
that. Could you imagine?
Have you
could
ever
imagine
been
giving
to-
a company your DNA?
I do it a lot. Absolutely.
Yeah,
I
he
give like
Why?
6.
Wait,
I don't
wait,
give a fuck.
this came up.
Donate
This
sperm?
came up on the no.
I got denied for donating sperm.
Really?
Swear to God.
They were like the Kembe.
They're like,
I think it's
no,
'cause-
get the fuck out
No,
of
'cause
here.
they asked me after I shamefully did the deed, disgusting hell shit in
Mhm.
a fucking bathroom in Midtown Manhattan.
I would try to set a record. That
Did
is-
you get paid for it though?
No, because they asked me afterwards. Like they gave me a list of like diseases.
You should have lied. You would have. You would have got some.
Listen.
You would
That
have
was
got
the
some lesbian
goal.
Crohn's
That
disease
would
baby.
be fun. That was the problem.
Some lesbian who got in vitro was like,
That would be fun.
well,
man.
why the fuck does my kid have Crohn's disease?
and
Be like-
braces? Fuck.
Be like, shut up, studs. Shut up and suck this dick.
Oh shit.
No, the reason why is because afterwards they gave me a paper and it said it was illegal to lie on it, and Crohn's disease was one of the diseases on there.
Oh.
Of course they said it's illegal to lie on. It's a medical document.
It's
You
like, I
already
didn't
lied.
lie.
Did
So
you
I
lie before?
No, I didn't lie. So I said I had Crohn's disease, and that's why they told me they denied me.
They
They could have told me beforehand.
and they can check. They can check. They're gonna. They
Yeah,
have
of
his
course,
sperm.
Of course they can.
Show beforehand.
Correct.
Crank it.
I know they made you jerk.
They just
we
want
mad
to.
after.
They
it's
just want to
like,
give you
yeah.
a second to crank it in a sanitary room.
Yeah, it was
Maybe jer-
disgusting.
How was,
Honestly-
did they supply what you with like a collection of like stuff?
No, it took me like
Oh,
45 minutes.
they're just like they're just like, you got to use your phone, motherfucker.
Yeah, they should.
We know what you use that for
They
now.
should put that. They should put that form first.
Yeah,
They better have good Wi-Fi. That's all I'll say.
off in a cold bath.
I
there was
don't want a
there
dead
was no-
spot.
There was no.
I don't want to be
fucking-
burning my
was.
data. Like
It
being
was
like,
that.
That would be my thing. I would try to set a record. Of
Trying
like,
the lightest weight porn website.
No,
You're like,
guess what was in the
which
room?
puts the least strain on my browser.
I'd have stuff ready to go. I'd want to set the course record.
Yeah,
In
download
and
it
out.
offline.
Yeah, you want to impress the ladies. You want to nut in like 3 seconds. Like, did you walk in hard? And you're like, no.
I want to go in. I want to
No.
go in. I want to come
Oh.
first, set the course record, and then go back in 10 minutes and do it again and be like, look what I can do.
So listen to this.
Just to impress them.
Guess what was in the room, by the way?
What?
Guess.
Weight, scale,
No.
doctor equipment.
That's funny, but
Condom?
no.
What?
A toilet, fucking toilet paper, and a bin that still had some shit in there. That's it.
Like some goo?
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Yeah. It's
Because you
gotta-
did it in Midtown Manhattan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
only time I ever tried.
They probably just assumed you were homeless as well.
Maybe. That may be. Oh, and they had beautiful women working there, of course.
Of course, that
Insane.
that's their life calling is to
I
work
felt
at a
like-
jerk off
I
clinic.
feel like I feel like that would be the setup. It's like I need the bustiest.
Yeah, that's what they need. And they show you in the background, like you see the guys like fucking like little hominids in the background working on the
No, but
tubes.
that's why porn theaters aren't a thing anymore. Instead of paying to go jerk off in a booth,
they pay you.
you get paid to jerk off in a booth.
Mm.
It makes sense.
You're
take
gonna have
my
to start
food
bringing
home with me.
someone else's semen in. Like
I'm gonna
drug
go
test.
take that to the governors next week.
Have fun.
Yeah, make it just twist it, make it Italian.
Yeah.
That's
No,
And a
I'm just
booth.
kidding. There's just a very 1985 joke. It's probably been told by like
Yeah.
the most Jewish guy you've ever
Oh,
seen.
like a good one is like I don't do cocaine. I like the way it smells.
Interesting.
That's like a
Yep.
street joke.
God,
Stuff
okay.
like that.
I understand.
Yeah, that's when you see like a wigger from Mastic, they love to tell those that's always like a joke.
Bread
they
and
hit.
butter.
First time up, they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna joke about cocaine."
My favorite-
Okay, I got
like-
you.
my favorite-
Archetypal bullshit.
Yeah.
Understand.
Oh yeah.
Not even archetypal.
No,
just
no,
like
just
jokes that have been done.
They're
by,
just
like,
retarded. Yeah.
jokes that have probably been done in like.
They don't understand what stand-up
Somebody should
comedy
do a whole
is.
set of that.
Like they don't understand you're
They do.
supposed to be trying to.
I watched
as
several of them.
satire, as satire.
They can't. They don't
can't.
understand. It,
They don't understand you're
it's one of
supposed to
those
be
things, if you're
writing.
doing it, you don't understand satire.
Oh, that would be funny.
They don't
man.
understand you're trying to write like actual unique original jokes
Pull up my
that
name.
aren't like cookie cutter where like you can go, well, this leads into this.
I don't know.
Hey
'Cause
guys,
things
my
like
name is
that.
Jimmy. I'm from Baldwin. This is my first time doing stand up.
Oh.
Just go
That's
Hey,
one of
man,
those things I hate.
I'm
on
not,
the
I'm
mic
not
where
going
it's
to
like, you wanna-
disparage.
I'm like, you want me to give you credit because you're not experienced at this? Okay, go keep going.
and then I'll just do 5 minutes of that of jokes that already have. been
I
said
like
by the
I like
comedy
when
world.
I like when people do a 5-minute set and they go 2 minutes in, they go, all right, give it up for everyone here. Give it up for yourself.
Yeah, give it up for yourself.
Give it up
Say
for
right
yourself
at
for
the beginning.
being here right now. Just congratulating the audience for making it halfway through their awful set. Even they know that they're doing bad.
I'll talk during other people's sets, but I'll have to, like, when things are like that, I'll try to be like, like every now and then there's like, so my mother got cancer last year.
Oh.
And to like set up a joke, I'll laugh at that.
Oh, okay. Smart.
Yeah, but I don't know. You gotta keep
Dude.
it light. Sometimes it gets too.
I'll never say the, all right, give it up for everyone, guys. Give it up. Give it up. Like in the middle of the set,
Never in the middle.
How about your host?
At the beginning.
that's the sign you're eating it. If you like, I'd rather just tell jokes to no laughs
Take
than
up that
ever
time.
pull the ripcord and go, all right, guys, give it up for your host, man. He's been doing a great job, right?
It's right up there with. Does anyone here have a birthday?
Oh yeah,
shit.
exactly. So what do you do for work?
Oh no!
Crowd
Are you
work.
guys a couple?
Crowd work.
Crowd work has jumped the shark. If you do
Yeah.
crowd work at this point, I just assume it's because you don't write jokes.
It's tough because it's like I used to love crowd work. Like, it used to be my
Good
thing.
crowd work-
I loved it, but it's done.
The crowd
The thing
has
is,
to yell out.
Too many people who shouldn't be doing it do it now, and now it's annoying.
And
to,
now
like,
people
crowd
think
killing.
they can yell out at every comedy show.
exactly
Like, no, don't yell out.
no, and you got to pick the right people. You can't pick the guy raising his hand. You got to pick like someone who's at least interested, who won't fuck you up. But you got to know when you end the conversation when you start it. You got to
Yeah.
know how you're gonna end it. Because 9 times out of 10, if I'm asking someone what they do, I'm bullshitting to like, because I'm like just not trying to be like you look like this. I'm just like,
Yeah,
"Hi."
you're trying to fill time.
Not even fill time. I'm just like setting them up to be like, oh, really? You do that because you look like you do this.
Oh.
Because
I
it
get
can't
what
be
you're
just like
saying.
you.
yeah.
Because if I just went around being like you look like this, it'd be too.
Correct.
It'd be dumb. Yeah, you'd just be bullying an audience member.
And the worst is watching watching bad crowd work is so much worse than watching like good crowd work to where you're like Jesus, because the next guy can't do it if you're bad at it. Because you just talked to that guy and he's like, you just annoyed me for 5 minutes. Something
What was that?
I don't know what that was.
I think it was my career realizing I was pontificating about comedy again. And
I don't know. What fell? Hey, Pat, can you get up and look for a second?
So, guys, this is the paranormal episode. Thanks for subscribing for the Patreon. You can see stuff like this.
our next guest is a ghost haunting Sean's house.
No, was it over in the other room?
It sounded like it was right behind the TV.
Yeah, it's over there. Was it maybe that stand?
I don't
Mystery
know.
episode.
Ooh, spooky.
We're done talking about comedy. We're gonna go look for a ghost for an hour and a half.
Exactly. Halloween episode.
Oh, maybe the club fell. The club probably fell. Oh, that's what fell. The golf club fell.
Clubfoot.
It was the ghost of the bagel boss guy.
Yeah, you're right. It's the same height.
He was like, "What do you mean you didn't know I was dead?"
Sorry.
That guy-
You're not God.
Well,
My boss or my
Yeah,
father.
you're right.
the funniest part about it is that guy got some stand-up gigs from doing that.
Whoa.
Of course he did.
And not only that, the guy who he's talking shit to in the video originally was a guy who did stand-up, and like the other guy who talked shit to him got more stand-up gigs for him than the whole
That's
thing.
sick.
And I was like,
How does that work?
dude? Imagine doing stand-up and like watching
Yeah.
a dude crash out.
That's
and
who you lose
he
to.
just gets
And
booked. He
that's
just
that's
gets booked.
comedy for you. And then he's getting booked at clubs across the country. They're like, yeah, come in and do a meet and greet.
Damn, yeah, true. It's
Well, he couldn't. He was never gonna last.
No, he crashed out quick.
He was gonna be a guy who like burned.
He was a crash out king for sure.
Mm-hmm.
It's White Boy Summer. How you feeling, Travis?
Is it? I didn't fucking know that was.
Yeah,
a term.
White Boy Summer's
Fucking awful
commencing.
summer.
That's why I'm dressed like it. I guess. Fuck it.
You're excited? Did you see that? I think Yemen bombed Israel today.
No, I haven't been on Telegram.
How do you feel?
much.
You haven't been on Telegram?
Yemen
Yeah,
can
no.
afford bombs.
Yeah, from all the delis.
Or maybe it was Syria. I don't know. Another, not Iran. Another one of those.
They probably bombed the Houthis.
Another one of those.
I'll tell you right now.
Yemen probably.
How do I
bombed
say it?
The Houthi rebels.
How do I say it
Yeah,
nicely?
Yemen at 2:14. Yeah.
Those sand monkeys.
Oh.
One of those
Ooh.
sand monkey countries
Oof.
bombed Israel.
Do you want to do the fun feature since we've got a guest for the first
What's
time
the
in
fun
weeks?
feature?
Where the guest checks the list.
Well, we got the first. We don't just have a guest. We have the first episode in a couple weeks.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, we're
Yeah.
celebrating.
You want to talk about Dork Court?
Yeah, they were
Last
very
night?
fucking mean, man. Not the chat, the people.
Who?
The fucking 3 people sat there.
What?
Oh, Miguel and Cindy. Yeah, but that's
Not
kind of
Miguel.
the
He
thing.
was not mean. The other 2 were very fucking
Miguel
mean.
and
I don't know
Cindy
their
and,
Shaner.
Ryan Shaner, yeah.
Yeah.
They're
That's the
funny.
game. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought
They
they
were-
were funny. You didn't think they were funny?
No, I thought they were more mean than funny. I thought the
It's-
chat was funny as hell.
Oh, the chat's yeah.
The
I love
chat was gold.
The
Yeah.
chat is-
I sent it to a few people. I
Did,
don't
did
know.
you
if
like
they
Runaway
commented.
Slav?
Yeah, was that
Runaway
you?
Slav.
No, I'm not
No,
Runaway
that
Slav.
was good. Whoever the
Runaway
fuck that is.
Slav's a chat room legend. He's
Oh, I didn't
he's
know
a
that.
racist live chat legend.
He's
He-
funny.
He's what Mel Gibson aspired.
he
really
okay.
is.
he figured out
okay.
how to write the N-word backwards in Cyrillic.
Yeah, that was good.
He definitely has like racial
Like-
statistics tattooed on him,
Yeah.
like 80% of the crime. Like
Yeah.
He reminds me of a
Yeah.
kid a
He's
kid I
ready to
played
go.
Xbox Live with when I was in 7th grade. So I was in 7th grade. The original Skate came out. And I played it on Xbox Live.
Yeah.
And I met some 17-year-old kid from Ohio, and he was really racist but funny. And he said he had a racial slurred database, but he wouldn't ever tell me the website. And
Adults lie to you on Xbox too.
no. He definitely had a racial slurred database because if you gave him a race, he'd have a bunch of. He'd just read them off. Like you wouldn't even ask him. He'd be sitting there. He'd be like, "Huh, what do they say about Filipinos?" And he'd just start reading off slurs about Filipinos.
They love karaoke.
Yeah, Asian wetbacks. That was the funniest one.
Someone called them, I think, Dennis Rooney called them Sea Mexicans once.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the greatest thing I've ever heard.
That's fucking funny.
But there is a thing where like Filipinos love karaoke. Like if you go online, just
Yeah,
look
I've
up,
been to karaoke with Filipinos.
they
That's true.
crush it. It's
Ooh.
like their goal.
Yeah, of course.
Sean just looked
What?
at you weird.
No, I'm really high.
Oh,
Filipinos. Do Filipinos do karaoke better than Koreans?
Definitely.
Interesting. I mean, Filipinos do have range because
No,
they
but
could go English,
you could-
Spanish, Tagalog.
You could go to like
Filipino.
look up
wait,
like Filipinos
Journey.
doing karaoke. Did you ever see the one where it's
Yo,
like the
the-
guy's like?
Actually, I take that back. I take it back. every band when they're like every washed up rock band
Has to play
when their
Philippines.
front man dies, they replace him with a little Filipino that sounds exactly like him.
How
Hell
bad
yeah.
idea.
That's so funny to
Just
like
my office.
to do a tour and just have like a 5'2" Filipino guy in a suit
Pantera. It's the
just
Filipino
sounding exactly
Pantera.
like him. We're like, yeah,
They sound exactly the same, dude.
they're like,
yeah,
we
sure.
only have to pay him like 10%. Like he doesn't even get his own fair cut.
That is insane.
And yeah, it's not like he's going on social media very much. Barely any internet connection, so he's
Yeah.
locked in. You know. But I don't
It's
know.
crazy. They replace him with Filipinos every time. I never
Yo,
realized. that.
Filipinos.
Yeah, exactly. Pinoy, Woodside.
They do have the world's coolest senator in the Philippines, Manny Pacquiao. Yeah,
Oh, shout out. We should get him on the podcast.
that was a joke I had for a little bit where I'm like, could you imagine like being another senator and going to Manny Pacquiao's office and like proposing him a bill and he's just hitting a heavy bag?
Are Filipinos like Mexicans? Do they also like using machetes in their violent crimes?
They're more like
I feel like Filipino. If I like,
no.
I
because they
thought
have
of
a ghost. They have a
I
No.
feel like if I got into a road rage incident with a Filipino, he's pulling out a machete.
No, 'cause
like I
think
feel like they
machete's
are
like a
more like
native thing.
Hispanics
No, 'cause
than
Look at the
Phil-
name.
the
The name
Philippines-
sounds like
the Philippines
some sort
actually has a problem with like homemade guns.
homemade guns.
'Cause, like, people
Oh,
get like the
ghost guns. They're pro
yeah,
ghost.
that's what.
That's sick.
But they were like
Good
make it out of like
Um,
scraps.
I
from, like, the
I
real
want to say
thing.
on this podcast, I am not pro ghost gun. We are very against that.
I
here.
think ghosts should have guns.
We don't think people should be able to 3D print and assemble weapons at their own home.
I'm against ghost guns because I don't
Even
think
though it is entirely
Bagel
feasible
got
for
shot
your
down.
average person to just, per se, download 3D printed files off of a website and
maybe or maybe not on.
and maybe or maybe or not 3D print the body.
But I don't think they could work that like. Is it?
no, there's videos of them
They
working.
work
Yeah,
like
yeah,
100% work.
Yeah,
I
they
heard
work.
that. Don't they like jam a lot and stuff like that? But
you can make them good.
okay.
Yeah, I've seen some guys. I've seen some stuff
I've seen some
online.
stuff.
I've seen some stuff online. I'm like, this could overthrow a government. That's all.
with a couple passports.
No, there's a
right.
reason. There's a reason people are concerned about it. You know,
there is a thing where
it's like this. This is where a revolution starts. It's like
Remember, no Russian.
the thing is, I feel like they know. I don't know. I feel like if they really were that scared of them, it would be illegal already. Well, that's kind
they
of.
are illegal. They're very illegal.
Very slow with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ATF hunts down people selling like parts to assemble it.
I think they should.
Yeah.
What if you just market it
Yeah.
as a
No,
refrigerator?
but they go hard on
filter?
it. What?
A refrigerator filter.
That would probably also be regulated by the EPA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The EPA doesn't play with
It's worse.
refrigerant. I tried to go buy refrigerant because my Israeli coworker was like, "Go buy R32 to go charge this."
He probably said refrigerator.
No,
Very
he-
Israeli.
No, he said refrigerant, and then I went to the refrigerant store without any information other than the company card, and they're like, "Yeah, do you have like an EPA verification number?" Right? And I was like, "No,"
No. Yeah.
and they're like, "Oh," and I felt like a fucking retard, and I went back, and he's like, "Why didn't you ask for it?" I was like, "I've never bought refrigerant before.
Like,
How would I?
EPA.
You should have told me
You
like."
gave me your EPA delivery.
Yeah,
number or
you should've
whatever.
Usually, I don't need that.
He's like, I have a picture of it. That will work, right? I'm like, I think I need the card. I don't think I could show him a picture of an EPA card and be like,
And not
yeah,
even
see,
that,
I
but,
have
like,
one.
this
See,
isn't
it's
you.
real.
They could be like, this isn't you.
Yeah. Like,
God.
You want to hit the fun interactive part of this?
oh, a fun game?
Yeah, the fun interactive part for the guest.
Yeah, sure.
Pick a
If
number.
not, what? I don't know. Maybe
What?
I'm kind of high. I'm trying.
What
to think.
numbers? What do I have between?
One and like what? What is it? 490?
Oh, you know better than me. You make the list.
Yeah, but you could curate it. It is collaborative.
I know. I just
It's not gonna be any butt stuff, right?
No, you can always decline.
Okay.
You can always.
That didn't answer my question.
You can always decline. The higher the number, the more recent. There is recency bias sometimes.
I will go with number 273.
All right.
Dig it in there.
He hit that. Let's see. Let's see.
all right. I'll read it. So
All
you don't
right.
need to- you don't-
Screen peeking.
we were so close to not having
Oh God, what is this?
The Bagel Boss on the.
come with me
Pocket.
videos.
Oh yeah, come with me while I think I'm talking about World War III or something. I don't know.
I don't know what these
You
are.
don't know the come with me videos? Come on.
Is this like where it's like a hot chick where it's like come with me on this?
They're just advertisements.
Yeah. Where they just like
Yeah.
go to like a vacation destination
That
or
was
something.
I had one that I love.
Or come with me on my day.
There was
Yeah.
I like when hot
Come
chicks
with me while I go
show
to
their
the
job that
food
they do
shop.
nothing at.
Yeah. And it's like, yeah, and then I went
You know,
to
I
the pool
could
for
film
2
one of
hours
those.
while I answered emails. And
Yeah,
it's like,
exactly.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ,
yeah.
kill
I
yourself.
could film
Just
one
do
of
come
those.
with me.
There is just a class of hot chicks who don't realize they have like nothing jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that just, like, exist.
yeah,
Come
they
with
get paid
me.
way more than you.
And you're like, what
They get
the
paid.
fuck?
They do no work and they get paid so much.
Yeah.
Marketing's the fakest work of all time.
IBM fucking Zoom calls.
I will say this: marketing is the biggest load of shit of all time. It's just people who sit on Zoom calls and be like, "Yeah, I actually think that should be a different font.
There is some times where
I think we should change the color of this page
Fuck,
here
I'll talk to you in a week.
in this brochure. It doesn't look right."
I'm not even saying people who do that, or it's like it's just a hot 25-year-old who has a job at like Google or something.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, and from 9 to 10, I have breakfast.
No, exactly. That's what they do. It's like there's so
I
much
eat my
downtime
overnight
in a day.
oats.
And you're like, what?
Mm-hmm.
Or the opposite. There's half of those are those where it's like a hot chick in the office, like come to me for a day at work at Google or whatever. And then there's another kind of those videos where it's just hot chicks being like, come check out Roscoe Chicken and Waffles or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My favorite one, her name is Demetria Obalor. Wow. She used to be a traffic lady. She was hot. She was a traffic lady who wore tight dresses, like called traffic bay. And now
Okay.
she's like, I'm doing come with me's full time.
Wow.
Oh, the best.
That's nice.
She
I like
came with me.
the ones where you ever see the ones where it's like Midwestern dudes, but they have like a very boring life, and they'll be like, yeah, I wake up at like 7 a.m. and
I go and plow for a couple hours.
dude, there was one where one guy's like, come with me on my 20-hour work day, and it's like wake up at 3 a.m. I got a 3-hour commute ahead, so I gotta get on the road by 4 o'clock.
Like Jesus Christ.
Gets on the and then he's like, and then he works like
Have a cup of coffee.
yeah, it does it 3 hours. He's like, gotta put gas in my truck. Like it does like the 10-minute like marker, like, and then it cuts to him working 14 hours and then driving back in like 3 hours home.
Damn, that sucks.
It's like, yep, now I got 3 hours to drive
And he's
home.
like, yep, gonna shower and do this again tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, Ashton Hall is the guy who did he woke up
Oh,
at
the
like
goat,
3 a.m.
the goat.
Oh,
The
he
g-
really
oh.
is.
The minute
what
by
I'm talking
minutes.
I feel like
Did you see him lose the race?
reaction
Did you see
of
him lose the
memes to it,
race?
But I don't know the original.
Yeah, we've talked about
He's a-
Ashton Hall.
He's a
He's
jack
the guy who dipped his face in the water.
And
Yeah,
he, like-
yeah,
And that's like
yeah.
Saratoga water, so that water's like $5 a bottle. That's
Oh,
We
crazy.
need
boy.
at least
That's what that is.
9,000.
Honestly, dude, I went to see Saratoga was at Uncle Giuseppe's, like it's an Italian,
Yo, they have it everywhere now.
And
he
now
made it
everywhere.
popular.
He made it popular because people were trying to buy it. But you could get like a non-sparkling version of it. That's what people were laughing.
Wait, he
at.
was putting his face in sparkling water.
No.
Oh.
It is tradition. Like when people buy it, they buy it as like sparkling water.
He was
People
just
buy
dipping
it-
his face in
he's dipping
regular
his face-
water.
No, he's dipping his face in regular water.
Oh,
then
yeah,
you
I know.
buy it for $5 fucking a thing, and
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Yeah, it's just regular water that he
And
was
it's like such a
drinking.
thing where it's like he wakes up at 3 a.m.
He doesn't
nothing-
actually. He doesn't actually.
does nothing for like 2 hours, and like there's literally him like this is him praying, and he like looks at a Bible for a minute. He's
Yeah.
like, all right, done praying,
Wow.
and there's like 12 things like that.
Did I send you the thing?
I've
I
seen
found?
the fake one.
Did you see? Did I send you the account yesterday of the guy who? My favorite thing on Instagram now is finding like the tweakers. I found
Yeah,
a
there's
tweaker guy,
plenty of
like a
people.
fentanyl addict from Las Vegas,
Okay.
and his thing was it was like day one of smashing something in my apartment, and like I found day 20. That's where I got up to it, and I scrolled back and he wore the same clothes in all 20 days. And you just see him slowly deteriorate. About a week in, people are like, did you film all this in one day? And then like a couple days later, it very clearly like,
It was just one day.
no, it wasn't. He had like a pair of jeans over the sweatpants he was wearing. And
That's a crackhead.
and he's like, yeah. No, and he's responding and like, in the beginning, in the first video, he's like, was this worth it for 6 likes? And he'd be like, fuck yeah. And now he has like 2,000 followers, so it's
There is a guy. I'm not sure if he's 100% up there. I don't know the guy's name, but what he does is he like loads up a table, and he'll put like barbed wire on it,
okay.
and he'll like rip his.
Oh, the
shirt off.
retarded kid.
Fuck
This
shit.
Yeah.
And he'll do like a.
Oh,
front flip.
everyone knows about that guy. That guy's
I
a
don't.
legend.
No,
one knows-
I don't.
No one knows his
Yeah.
name. Now.
The retarded guy who jumps through tables and stuff in his backyard.
He's not a WWE. He's like just a guy who's like
Yeah. No, but like all the wrestling fans know him because he jumps through like barbed wire tables and like light them on fire and shit.
Takes off his shirt.
Yeah, it's just like a retarded kid.
This shit.
I don't know.
It's just like a grown retarded man.
I've probably seen it.
Yeah,
but
you
I
definitely
just
have.
thought nothing of it. Yeah.
No, wrestling. He has like.
That's why I said that. Yeah.
He has like one of those cameo things, and it's probably he probably crushes it on it.
Cameo's a good idea.
You know, it was like the cameo like is for like
dude cameo.
weird
I'd
celebrities like.
Yeah, cameo's the lowest tier celebrity. If you're making your money on cameo,
Shoe Nice.
The person, yeah, like
You're
it's
a
like
failure.
Shoe Nice and High
What?
Pitch Eric from.
the Island Boys are cameo
Yeah,
stars.
sure.
No, the
Yep,
Island
yep.
Boys.
Bro.
One of them just got beat up by Charleston.
Yo, just having them make
See
out with
that?
each other for your boy.
Yeah,
You're
bro.
like, yo, can you guys make out?
No, but someone sent them a fake one and they responded like, "Oh no, it's all good. You got your first yeast infection."
Yeah, exactly. yeah.
But Charleston White talking.
Oh, they're
shit about-
retarded, so they fall for
Dude,
all the
that-
stupid ones too.
My favorite was Charleston White's like, you make out with your brother. Like, he's like, there's no comeback to that. You make out with your brother.
That's
What if you kiss your
mean,
brother on the lips?
That's
Bro.
And then Charleston White beat him up in a boxing fight this week. It was
Charleston
awesome.
White. Oh my God.
That
What
guy.
about speaking of another guy that's a Charleston White like character, Gilly the Kid?
Oh,
Do you know who that is?
yeah. He's kind of.
What a fucking
he's
fried
opposite.
head.
Yeah, he's crazy though. He's a crazy Eagles fan.
Yeah.
Like if you ever
His-
watch it during the Eagles games, he just goes fucking crazy.
Just says crazy shit. Do you know who I'm talking about? Gilly the Kid?
Unfortunately,
He's got a
no.
podcast.
Gilly the Kid's
$1
like a
million worth of game.
yeah, he's like a
God.
dude from Philly. I don't know if he's a comedian
believe
or
he's
a
a
rapper.
rapper.
But he's not really a rapper.
But I think he was like a rapper back in the day who's like.
he never had any albums really though.
But that's what I think it is, where it's like a guy who's like, I have my hit.
Yeah.
Let me just stick around. I don't need a million hits. You know what I mean?
He never had.
I
He
know.
never even had a major label album though.
I don't know much.
He's just a guy
I
who
just
had
want
a
to be on his show, Sean.
He just
okay?
had a song that hit in the streets.
That's what I mean. Like that's.
Yeah.
I don't need more than that.
That's the most Philly shit ever. Philly like. Yeah, Philly's a very insular
to go to
city.
Philly.
He wears like a
soon,
giant. He wears like a giant. He had like the giant big head Eagles hat everywhere he goes. He's hilarious. He is funny.
Oh man.
Yo, you remember Eat That Pussy 445?
445.
Yeah.
Oh, he is one of the greatest.
You know that's great. I was very hyped because when he got in trouble, because I'm like, one of the most known Eagles fans
Oh yeah.
getting caught as a pedo. Oh, that's,
He was like a giant Eagles fan.
yeah,
He'd be
dude,
like,
dude. He got
He
caught
had
by one
millions
of those
he had to have like a
Yeah,
million
I know
followers. Like
exactly.
he was.
He got caught by one of those
Chase down?
YouTube pedo hunters,
Yeah,
the
of
vigilante
course.
pedo
Those are
hunters.
funny to watch sometimes.
He got caught multiple times by him too.
Oh yeah. Also like
Yeah.
the pic.
Maybe
it
I've
makes
seen
it
this. I
makes
think
me
I've
laugh.
seen this. I
It
think
makes
I've
me
seen
laugh
this.
specifically why I can't see my friend Devin Bramble without a beard because
He looks like him.
He gotta
Yo,
have,
dude.
When there's a picture of him where he shaves his beard completely. I'm like, oh my god, is that young?
Eat
It
That
looks like this
Pussy
young boy Devin, and I'm like, oh my god. But EDP was hilarious. He was just the most famous Eagles fan. He's like,
Yeah.
motherfucker Nelson Aguilar, this motherfucker cost me money.
Yeah, I remember when he got famous because I was in Philly at
I
that
think
time.
I remember
and,
this guy.
and yeah, he was great.
He couldn't be stopped.
He really hated Chip
Except-
Kelly.
Yeah,
He
he hated
hated Chip Kelly.
I think we all hated Chip Kelly. Well, I think a podcast.
I like Chip Kelly because he was bad for the Eagles.
He's bad for the Eagles.
You
Yeah.
want to hear the one Eagles jersey I have?
What?
I think it's.
Yo, fuck. Can I just say this? Fuck Donovan McNabb. Fuck him and his bitch ass mom and
think
their
that's-
stupid
I
ass
was gonna
Campbell
say-
Soups
I was
commercials.
gonna say I think that's the only jersey I have.
Fuck him.
I'm not.
Fuck
even
him and his
joking.
stupid mini fro.
I got two
Whoa.
Mike Vick
I'm
jerseys.
glad he got his.
Let's not get crazy.
Yeah.
I'm glad he got his job stolen by a fucking felon, and he got to
Michael Vick.
end his career
That's the other
being
jersey
washed
I
up
have.
in
Yeah.
fucking Washington.
I have a Michael Vick Atlanta Falcons jersey,
Same.
but I gotta get I gotta get the thing sewed in. and
Yeah.
I almost don't want to go to a place and have them be like,
No, it's respect now.
They don't care. Yeah, they're
And everyone
that.
fucks
Think
with
it's
Vic
cool?
again.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I think Michael Vick's
We
cool.
were
did
just
some
talking about him
he
the
did some
other day.
commercials. He's okay.
Yeah.
No, he balled out. He won an MVP after that, right?
I had a joke.
His comeback, didn't he win an MVP? His
No,
comeback?
but he was much
almost
better.
did.
He was better. I think he might have been. He was a much better passer when he came out of prison. He was.
Yeah,
Kinda
no,
just put it all together.
when he stole the job from McNabb, I thought he almost.
He was on the Jets for a little bit.
Yeah.
He had some bad concussion issues after his second run. Always love Vic though. You can't not hate. I had a joke that like Michael Vick was like we love Michael. I love Michael Vick because I love Ash Ketchum. And like, what's the difference?
Oh yeah.
And then I'm like, I think
Smart.
McCusker or someone wrote that joke, and I saw it a few weeks later. I was like, God damn it!
Yeah, I hate when that happens. When
You write something.
when you see someone more famous than you with the same joke, and you're like, well, I gotta give it to him.
It is
Well,
what
like that. Like that's how it works. It's like they're thinking it's like
there are times.
you're like I'll give it to them.
I know.
You know, I'll
Yeah,
give them the benefit.
I'll spare them this.
I'll
favor.
spare them, because I'm gonna write more than them anyway. You know, I'm not on the road all the time. I got time on my hands.
You remember the kid from Brooklyn?
What kid from Brooklyn?
No, the fucking OG like pre-YouTuber video making guy. The kid from Brooklyn here.
Oh, the old Italian guy
Yeah, yeah.
who would just yell.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was OG YouTube. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
brain
what that
rot.
reminded me of. Yeah.
The kid from Brooklyn.
Yeah, that's what
Do
I
you know what we're talking about?
Not at all.
Fuck.
We're just naming. You're
guys are
you're
just,
not
like,
clued in
doing
on the
yeah.
Italian burner verse.
No, I'm taking marinara out of my algorithm.
No, this is ancient stuff. This is from like early YouTube days.
Early.
20-something years ago.
Yeah.
The kid
It's
from
crazy.
Brooklyn.com. He would have a newsletter too.
Well, there was my cousin Vinny.
Yeah, of course.
I don't
My
know
new
that one.
haircut.
My new haircut.
I don't know either of those.
Yes, you
ones.
definitely do know my new haircut. And Gino the
Vinny
guinea.
Vinny the Chin.
Yep.
Vinny the Chin.
I can't
know-
hear you. They're
don't know
pumping
that
the
one.
mega mix.
So my new
Do you know
haircut.
I don't know
Vinny.
any of these
Yes, you
ones.
definitely
I
do.
don't.
My new haircut.
These
was
all just sound
a-
like New York Nico characters.
My new haircut was just like a dude being like,
You see, this is my new fucking
"It's my new
haircut.
fucking haircut." All my
Mm.
boys, we're all gonna get fucking late tonight. So new fucking haircuts.
Yeah.
And he's
you-
like walks into the gym. They're like, "Sir, you have to sign in." He's like, "Not now. I'm in the fucking zone."
OG
Fuck.
YouTube.
Jager
Good
bomb.
shit, man.
And Vinny the Chin was like the
Jager
guy who's
bombs,
like,
yeah, holy
was
shit.
kind of like the guy trying.
Fuck.
to
Who was the retarded?
Zack Zorovich.
No. I'm drawing a blank.
Oh yeah, I know that guy. It's a Serbian war criminal.
No.
me.
I'm drawing a blank.
I'm Zack Zorovich.
It's not gonna narrow it down. I'm like retarded Italian like YouTuber.
There
like
was
long,
there was
saw one
um,
over
big
the
big
weekend.
during the Facebook era.
I know.
like
I think I know which one.
Vick
The Guido
Potato?
Sensation.
Brad, I gotta get my milk and eggs.
The Guido Sensation,
that might be it.
where he's bad mouthing his cousin because he went to school in Boston.
No.
That was a good one. I had my sister is like friends with that guy's sister actually,
Wow.
and he was a guy who he was on Tosh.0 and everything because he was
Yeah.
like, you know, you went to fucking BC drinking Bud Lights with your boys. You lucky I'm not coming up there. You know what? I'm gonna come up there next month. I'm gonna smack your roommate. I'm gonna smack you in the face. I'm gonna take your roommate's bed. It's a great just like, and his friend is just behind him shirtless flexing the whole time. Yeah,
That's good stuff.
I met him once. Now I'm like, how did I not like take a picture?
Damn.
No, it's funny. The video from COVID of
Imagine.
the guy walking past the bar in Boston, and they look at him and call him a faggot.
Everyone in a mask.
No, they're outside the bar like drinking, not wearing a mask, like just breaking and he's filming them, and they look at him and they see him filming. They're like, "What you filming for,
Bro.
faggot?"
During
Oh
COVID
my
at bars was
God.
insane because like we were at a point where we were like, let's put out plates and put crumbs on them because none of us really want to buy food.
Oh, the best was
Oh, smart. Yeah.
Pat. You remember when
I
we
got
went to the
kicked out
bar
of
that their food
places.
was potato chips that they put out?
yeah,
class.
that's what.
That was their food
Well,
that they
that's what they
served
were all.
to meet
That's what they
COVID.
were all doing at first. They were all like, "Well, we serve potato chips. That's food." And then it's like, "No, cooked food." And it's like,
Oh.
you want all these dive bars to put in oven?
Yo, Shakers Pub had chili dogs.
That's what they had to do. Well, that's what they were doing.
They had a hardcore show.
Shakers had like a menu and stuff already, but there was like
No,
places
they
that were
never.
just-
They never had a menu.
but you know what I mean.
No, they
They had fryers. And
they got a. No, I don't even think they ever had that.
They definitely have
No.
fryers.
No,
They-
I've been.
I've eaten mozzarella. So they have to have a fryer.
Microwave.
Microwave. I can see
Microwave.
Yeah.
maybe, but-
Microwave.
But they got like a hot dog machine to make chili dogs.
Yeah.
That and they had
Popcorn.
a hardcore show there, and then it got like a lot of backlash online, and there was like a lamb goat article, and people were
That was a tough one. Yeah.
people were trying to report the bar to.
Back in the day, it used to be like the best mic ever on a Wednesday. It used to be the second mic you go to.
Yeah.
But-
I want to do a mic there because it's I like doing
Tuesday.
You could
comedy
do it with a
there.
beatdown in the background. Beatdown set in the background.
It would have to be a late Tuesday mic. It'd have to be like start at 9 o'clock or something.
Yeah, that'd work.
It'd work for me.
8:30 most, but
It works for Station Pub.
yeah, but that's station. Honestly, that's what's tough about it. Because for me,
Yeah.
station's a 40-minute drive, and I kind of, for me, actually, it's if I'm out here doing Steve's mic on Wednesdays, which I usually do before that.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's been tough getting out there. Just getting out there on Wednesday in general. I've just been doing a lot of job search and stuff like that on Wednesdays, and I've had interviews and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like yesterday, I had an interview at 11. I wanted to go to Dork Court, and I ended up just going to Steve's mic because I'm like, I can't go to Manhattan and not get.
Was the D-man there?
Oh no, no. It was me, Steve, and a few guys.
I want to get the D-man on the pod.
Get him on. I don't know him. I'm ready.
I don't know if you're ready for the D-man.
I'm ready. Unless he's MAGA, I'm ready.
No, he's
could be.
That would be the craziest left turn ever if the D-man comes up and he's just like, I really think that Trump's gonna make America great again. He's gonna kick all the Mexicans out.
Trump's retarded.
Yeah.
So I don't know. They're both retarded to me.
Imagine we get him on. When he does that.
Dude. Okay, we should pick another number. You want to pick another number?
47.
That's a good Sunny Day Real Estate song. That's how we know. It was a good choice. 47's early. Holy fuck.
Struggle with thought.
Oh, fuck that.
I was
gonna. Have you ever?
Was
thought,
I a bad
yeah,
kid?
Have you ever thought, was I a bad kid? It's fucked up, dark shit.
Bad, but I was definitely annoying. I was definitely an annoying chubby kid. I was classic annoying chubby.
I wasn't that bad.
I wasn't in trouble. I didn't get
I wasn't that bad.
Okay.
I could be bad sometimes.
Ooh.
But I wasn't consistently bad.
It was more I was just goofy. I throw a lacrosse ball off my lacrosse net and hit.
No, I definitely did bad stuff.
And then what?
Hit a car.
Oh!
I know, so crazy.
No, I definitely did bad stuff.
You know what I mean? I don't think it was bad. I don't know.
No, I definitely did bad stuff.
Yeah, I'm talking evil. That's what that question.
Evil.
Have you ever done some evil shit as a child that you regret?
Yeah, I'm sure everyone has, right?
Yeah, that's why I ask.
Yeah, but I don't think.
Why do you ask that? You ask that like it's you're expecting someone to be like, no, I regret nothing.
I regret nothing.
Everything I've done in my life, I don't regret. I'm a perfect angel.
No missteps.
You never know. You never know.
God, I love you implicate yourself.
Okay, here, I'm going to pick a number. Koreans always talk like they have a question, number 52. Well, what is that? What do you mean by that, Travis?
Because their intonation always goes up. Whenever they're talking. That's what I've noticed.
Koreans do that?
That's what I've noticed. That's where I got that thought from, at observation.
Korean Americans?
No, Korean. When they're speaking English.
Korean?
Yeah. Korean? Dick too big? Korean.
You're getting rubbed off by a lot of Koreans?
Rubbed off.
Yeah.
Get some table showers.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish.
You're getting some happy endings from some Korean ladies?
Inshallah.
Hopefully not North Korean.
Whoa, no, they're one day possible soon.
Oh, North Korea,
You would love a North Korean shorty?
Fuck yeah, that
Try
would be
their
hilarious.
cuisine.
Yeah, but
Hell
they don't
yeah.
Show you what real poverty's like?
Hell yeah.
They don't get
She'll shit on you. She'll be like, "Oh, look at
No,
you!
no.
I don't
Look
know.
at you, rich man with shoes."
I don't think people get how crazy North Koreans are, and they were. Do you know the story about the scorpion and the frog, where the frog's the scorpion's tape me across the river, and the frog's like, "You're gonna stab me. Why would you do that?"
Yeah.
And he goes, "Well, why would I stab you? Why would I stab you? I'd kill me too." And then, long story short, frog tapes across the river. Scorpion kills him, and he goes, "Oh, it's kind of my nature." They try to explain that story to them, and they're like, "What's a scorpion?"
Okay.
So they had to explain. So it's a crab with shit. How do you explain that to someone?
Yeah.
It's a crab with a poison tail.
With a
Listen, man, they're like, "Listen, brother, it's a thing with a lot of legs.
You have to
it'll
explain
sting
stuff.
ya.
It's a capitalist
kill ya.
insect.
Brother, it might kill you.
It's gonna infect its
Your
American
little
values.
Asian blood probably can't handle the poison
North
of
Korea is
of a
crazy.
North American insect.
You know who's the greatest golfer of all time statistically? Kim Jong-un.
Oh shit.
The goat.
He played 18.
Yeah. He's
He plays golf courses in North Korea, and he gets albatrosses on every hole.
Really?
Yeah,
He must
it's
be good.
insane.
He's just the
He
best.
must be good, man.
No, it's just he's the best golfer ever. A
Sounds
par.
like it.
He did a par for him, a hole in one. Holy shit!
That's good.
Untouchable.
Yeah,
Dude.
he's good, man. I believe
Listen,
it.
Like he holds
His
all the
caddy
records.
must be the man.
Yeah.
They said the first time
You ever hear that the way his fucking driver sounds? It sounds like a gunshot.
Like he's always asking a
when
question.
he hits the ball, it just sounds like
That's actually
sounds like a fucking.
it gets
cannon.
confused for missile launches.
Yeah.
'Cause I think some of the bombs are going off.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why South Korea is always on guard.
Yeah,
That's like-
exactly.
It's because Kim Jong Un's
tee it
playing
off.
at his private
They-
course right in the
But, like,
demilitarized
They
zone.
tell them crazy shit too, to where like when North Korea made the World Cup
Listen.
in like 2008, they told he was the head coach of the team. He was the head coach of the team, and they said they beat America in the final 5-0.
Oh.
Hazard zone means a new thing when you're playing in an active minefield.
Oh, yeah.
Don't want to hit it
Yeah.
in that area.
That's why there's like, that's why they say there's a lot of really good Croatian midfielders now, because a lot of those kids were dodging bombs and stuff when they were kids, and they were like,
True.
I just want to play soccer. It's my escape.
Luka Modric.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah,
Yeah, look at that. Number 10.
he's the man.
Ala Madrid. He still is the man.
He's going.
I just watched him today.
He's going to AC Milan.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sorry.
He's going. He's leaving Real
Madrid,
Madrid. He's
yeah.
going to.
I don't watch
That's
that.
being
I
sarcastic,
don't watch
yeah.
that Mexican sport.
All right. Why? You're Hrvatska?
I watch
I love
that
what?
Mexican
Is that you,
sport.
Hrvatska?
No.
Are you Croatian?
Oh yes, I am. But
Yeah.
like 2 generations.
Oh, okay.
Down
Because
the
the
line.
last name gave. That's why.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you mentioned him. That's why I was like.
Wait,
okay.
you can just tell a Croatian name?
Well, a lot of them are just like. If you
I would have
look-
guessed. I wouldn't.
Yeah, but like Luka Modric is like very.
as much as
So,
obvious
like,
as it gets. Yeah.
Well, my name was probably like. Well, my family's name in Croatia is probably like Zorovich, like Zorov, accent over the IC.
Yeah.
And if you look at like every person on like the Croatian soccer team, it's like Vidic,
Yeah.
where it's like. It could be you know,
okay.
it's-
I'm not that worldly.
Everyone
I
got
guess.
Jokic, Doncic. I mean,
Yeah.
he's Slovenian mixed.
No,
but
but
Yeah.
Serbia, yes, Serbia's right there too.
Yeah.
So all those names, Vlad,
yeah,
Divac,
razumiem,
Yeah.
da.
Kostic,
Mhm.
Rakitic.
Yeah,
that.
Ivan
So, like-
Rakitic, yeah, facts.
So they're all like right there. And Marcelo Brozovic.
Mm-hmm.
There's a ton of them like that. And probably when my family came over, it got
You're just
Americanized.
naming an assortment of names that
Croat
if you lined them all up, I
It's a-
probably
it's
wouldn't
a-
be able to tell
It's a
them
good
apart.
fucking midfield.
They're
That's
the,
what
they're
it
the
is, man.
Catholic ones, the Eastern Orthodox ones, and
Here,
the Muslim
let's make
ones.
this an interview. What time are we at? We're at 1:11, so we're gonna turn this into an interview
Beautiful.
now.
Let's do it.
So you played lacrosse in college?
Yes.
What happened?
What do you mean?
You fell off, brother.
Yeah.
no, you got concussed. It's
No,
okay.
I was just surprised when I found out you were an athlete. I was like, wait, Zack. And then if I see it, though,
Goalie,
I
that's
see it.
brave.
Oh, you were goalie. Okay.
Yeah. It's
So
like
Okay, it all makes more sense
you're
now.
fat. I was a fat kid with good hands. I was
Yeah.
always like the worst player. on
You
the
don't
team
have to
who
be in
played,
good condition to be goalie.
Oh, dude. Well, honestly, I
Did
think
you ever go suicide mission goalie when like you hated your team and you were mad at them and you just said fuck
Never.
this shit?
It's too.
No?
You'd hurt yourself. Honestly, that's how I got. That's
Oh.
how I got both my concussions doing that.
Wow. Okay.
One guy, actually, there was a guy in college.
Lacrosse goalie's crazy.
Yeah, it's.
Did you have to? You don't wear any pads. You just got the
you
big
wear-
stick, right?
You wear gloves and a chest pad, cup, and a neck.
That fucking sucks. So you're expected to block stuff with your legs, though.
Yeah. Well, not if it hits you in the legs, you're not gonna let it go in.
I know that, but like that's
You're
kind
not
of
doing
like
it on purpose though. You're trying to get the stick there. You're
It
never
hurts,
trying to
right?
stop your foot. If your foot's there and it hits your foot, you're like, hey, we can make a kick save.
that
But
sucks.
yeah, it happened. That happened to me once where I had a bad infected toenail. And
Yeah.
hit it and it blew up all, and I took my sock off. It was all pus.
Oh shit.
Yeah. This one guy I played with was in college. His name is Luke Donovan. He's the reason there's a defibrillator on every. It has to be a defibrillator.
Did he hit a guy in the chest?
He hit a
so hard?
goalie in the chest between heartbeats.
Brutal.
Oh shit.
And it shut him off, and they had to start him up again.
Yeah.
He gave me a concussion, and I found out like the next week that he did that to that kid.
Wow.
And
That
I was
makes
like,
sense.
Yeah, he was a senior, and I was like, I don't know why no goalie. All the goalies were from Florida, and I was the only one from Long Island, so they were like, I don't know why everyone else doesn't want to warm up with this guy because
Yeah.
he was fucking crazy strong. He was a guy who could play like multiple sports. Like he was gonna go to Georgetown to play like soccer and lacrosse,
Mhm.
but he was like cheaper to go to Florida State.
Oh, you went to Florida State. You were
Yeah.
D1.
No, it's club league, but what it is, I could
okay.
lie to people all the time and just be like,
Yeah.
yeah, we were a D1 team.
Smart.
Honestly, I'm like looking back, I'm like, dude, I could have lied to so many girls and be like, yeah, I'm on
Yeah, if you
scholarship.
came back
Sure.
here and just lied about being D1,
I could have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
you just can't lie to another
Another
athlete
guy who knows about lacrosse.
You would have
or an
more women
athletic
than
chick
Rex,
that would
man.
know.
In Florida, they don't know anything about lacrosse, so I could have
Yeah,
fucking lied. and been
that
like,
makes sense because
We won the national
lacrosse
championship
is
2 years
super
ago.
regional.
I was
Like the
number th-
Northeast is where
I was
it
number 3
matters.
goalie in the country in the recruiting. I could have lied and said
Yeah.
all this bullshit, but
I would believe it.
I got recruited to play like D2 and D3 schools, but I was just like, my cousin who played at Florida State kind of did that already. Was like,
Yeah.
I went to a D3 school, and now I go to Florida State,
Yeah.
and it's awesome here. So
I know a kid that played D2 football, and he just destroyed his knees doing that.
exactly, it's like,
And he's just like, why bother?
it is kind of a thing where it's like no one's killing them. Like if you
No.
like if you had enough concussions, no one's like, dude, stop
Dude,
playing.
he
it's
played
lacrosse.
D2 and he was O lineman.
Well, the thing is,
He literally he couldn't walk. He was
every
like,
football player and basketball guy eventually like keeps going like, well, I can make the league one of these days if I just keep trying.
Oh.
You're like, dude, you played Division 3.
No, this guy was playing D2. He knew he was going nowhere. He just did it for the love of his game. The love of the
That's
game
passion.
destroyed his body.
I love the game though.
Dude.
I still watch it. I watch pro lacrosse all the time, like a fucking savage.
Pro lacrosse is crazy
Well, it's
because like
okay.
it's funny because there's just like no one there.
Indoors
It's
or
like-
is it outdoors?
it's one of those-
I never watched it.
It's
Is it
one of
pro-
those things
is it
they show
indoor
on
league?
ESPN when they got nothing else to show.
Dude, I'm pissed they don't show it more because what happens is they put it all on ESPN Plus, and I'm
ESPN
like,
News?
there's nothing on right now. Like they're literally showing reruns of like college football games from 3
Oh,
years
yeah.
ago, and I'm like, can you play the well? When I say the names, you're gonna sound it's like the Philadelphia Water Dogs versus like the Maryland Whip Snakes.
What about indoor lacrosse? What happened to
Yeah.
that? What happened to the
So
Long
there's-
Island
so
Lizards?
there's the
Was that
PLL?
team?
That's
No.
what I knew.
So
No,
there's the
he said.
so there's the PLL, which is the outdoor league,
Yeah.
and the NLL, which is the indoor league.
What's
and,
the N?
And in national, but for
Okay,
some
okay.
reason it's 2 countries, so it's a dumb name because it's Canada.
And
Box
US,
lacrosse
yeah.
is the national sport of Canada, so it's huge up there.
Okay.
So like,
Oh,
you know,
it's popular up there.
it's giant up there. It's not as big as like hockey,
Yeah.
definitely, but it's like
It's right. It's behind
it's
it.
probably around like where football is up there.
Oh, they'll sell
It's
out like an
not-
arena.
yeah, they
Shit.
sell arena.
Oh
Not like
shit.
not like a giant arena, a small
No,
arena,
but
but
that's what I mean. Like
it's still like more popular.
There's
Like a
the-
lot of kids play.
they
it.
put people in the seats.
Yeah, a few. It's not as giant as it should be. They had, I think, something in like the Buffalo area where the game was played. They always do like I don't know. It's weird. And like the indoor league is like more. You can cross check.
Yeah.
You can do. There's fighting. They wear different helmets and things. They don't really switch hands. Instead of switching hands, they'll throw it behind the back, which is a little more fun to watch. You're pretty much just watching lacrosse in like a hockey rink.
Like XFL?
Yeah.
No, not even that. It's different. The goalies are bigger. Field lacrosse is what I enjoy.
Yeah, they
more.
got a camera on the field like XFL.
They do that now. They have a ref cam and they like like the ref like where it's
I like that XFL just shoved the camera guy on the field with a big ass camera, and they're like, "Hey man,
So good.
get in there and get that shot."
well, the XFL merged with the other football league that The Rock owns, and The Rock owns
Yep.
the XFL apparently,
Yeah.
and like they bought the USFL, and now it's just one league now.
Yep. I'm always
Imagine
supposed to
getting
watch
merged
it, I
with
never
the
do.
wrestling league.
Bro.
You thought you were playing real football.
Could you
and-
imagine getting your body destroyed in the USFL, playing for like the Birmingham Stallions?
Doug Flutie's still.
Imagine
playing.
your only championship
Florida
was.
State.
Imagine your only professional sports success was in the XFL, and you have
I
to
want
like
an XFL.
you have like an XFL Rookie of the Year
I have the
statue.
ball, you know that?
You have like your jersey, like some
What's
cleats
this
and stuff.
ring from? That's my XFL championship.
They're like,
Yeah.
that's my championship. I was a pro ball player. I made the league.
While he's
And they're
holding
like-
the door open for you at 7
Like, yeah, I played for the New York Raiders. Like, Raiders? Aren't they from Oakland? Like, no, this was the XFL.
But now guys are doing that to get into the NFL, so they play in like the XFL or whatever.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, there's the
Do you
PL.
remember NFL Europe?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
tried that for a little bit.
That was really bad. That was the early 2000s.
Yeah, they tried a little bit with that, and it just never worked because the guys were like, "I don't want to go to fucking England."
And yeah,
Really big in England
that,
right now,
and
though, I'm
also
telling you.
people in
NFL is
England
fucking
didn't
big.
want to watch a bunch of like.
Yeah,
Now they do. I'm
they
Now
telling
they
think
you.
do,
do, but they
They
didn't.
they thought it was boring because they're like nothing happens.
They thought it was
play.
less
Yeah.
intelligent.
They thought what we
Handbag.
thought about soccer.
Yeah, exactly.
The thing you said earlier, the Lizards were the MLL. So the MLL was a pro league, and it was founded by like the guy who did Body by Jake Steinfeld. That's why that's why it's called the Steinfeld Cup. It's not after Haley. And it was like fun to watch, but it pretty much became a beer league because the guys got no money, so they're like, I'm gonna pretty much play pro if I want to play pro, and if I don't,
Yeah.
you know. And it was like stupid because it's like you'd have, the way the draft worked, you'd have to like. You'd get drafted somewhere and then have to find a job in that city. It doesn't really work.
Yeah,
you know
you'd
what I
be
mean?
like a minor league. Yeah.
You're like, I'm a minor.
Bull Durham.
Yeah, but not even that. You're trying to get a real job. And
Yeah.
if you look at like the schools that are really good at lacrosse, it's the Ivy League's best sport. Yale won the national championship a few years ago.
Yeah, they're not moving to nowhere.
And like a guy like Ben Reed's a perfect example. He was the best player in the country for Yale a few years ago, and like he's like a neurosurgeon. And he's like, I can't take summers off from med school to go
Play lacrosse.
to go play for the Boston Cannons. Like
Yeah.
the fuck.
And make no money.
Yeah. The thing is, I could make up a team name, and you'd think I'd be joking.
No, I believe.
No,
you,
yeah, I would just say yeah. Like you could say like yeah, the fucking
The Rochester Syrup Suckers.
yeah. What?
Long Island Wizards?
The Long
Yeah,
Islanders. They own. Well, the PLL was. The MLL was gone for a while, and like Paul Rabel was kind of like the golden child. That was. They told him once that like he couldn't wear like New Balance cleats, and he's like, "This is fucking stupid. I'm gonna start my own league with my brother," and he did that, and then they bought the MLL, which is
nice.
yeah, it's a nice little touch.
Wait, they didn't let him wear New Balance cleats?
It was a sponsor thing.
Okay.
Well, it was it was something like that where they didn't let him wear like a thing, and he's like, "I'm gonna destroy the league."
Is Long Island still the best at lacrosse?
Yeah.
Also Maryland.
We have more rats that like guys who can only play lacrosse. Like,
yeah.
I'm not playing football. You know what I mean?
Okay, I know.
I'm playing that. Like, there's definitely more guys like around here, and it's like the competition's really good. Because when I was in Florida, I was like, some of the guys were really good, but they're just so used to being the best guy in the team.
Yeah.
That like almost it was a step back for. They thought like they were being disrespected to be like, what do you mean I'm not starting? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It was tough for some of the guys around there because they used to be the best player in the state.
Yeah.
And for them, it's like they have kind of the same options as me, where it's like you could go D3, be nobody, but you're from Florida, you can go to Florida in state, which is like no money. And so there's good places, but it's tough to know sometimes when a guy is from a different area and they have like crazy stats.
Yeah, because they have to be from somewhere that's good, right?
Because if you don't know, he can light up nobodies for 10 points.
Wait, it's basically like Maryland up, right? It's like
Maryland, more. There's a few Florida. There's some California's getting better.
Okay.
Utah, they got a few Mormons in there.
What about other countries?
Oregon.
What's the most respected country? No, besides that,
it's literally America, and then like Canada, 1A, 1B. They go back and forth. Canada's much better at box. We'll never beat Canada at box. We beat them at field maybe like by 2-3 goals. But what did I say? It's America, Canada, and then the Haudenosaunee, who are like the Native Americans.
Like Iroquois Nation motherfuckers?
Yeah, they call themselves the Haudenosaunee now. They don't want to be called the Iroquois.
Okay, because they used to be.
But they're ballers.
Don't they
like
play with?
guys.
Do they still play with like the wooden sticks and shit?
They do that as like a warm up when they're young
used to,
like
right?
build touch.
Yeah,
it helps build like touch with the stick.
Interesting.
Wood shafts they're hard to maintain.
Yeah,
they hurt. Like if you smack someone with a wood shaft.
That's exactly They
you
would
get
like
on the
fuck
skin.
people up with them. Yeah.
Fuck you. You're an asshole. But no, they use them as like to build touch when they're young.
Okay.
A lot of those guys upstate are like menaces where like they could shoot stuff behind the head. They play more like the Canadians than us, but like literally like it's a community of like a few thousand people, and they still play all of America.
Do you watch the like lax scenes in like American Pie, and you're like, hell yeah, that's representation.
Yes,
that's lacrosse.
Only that I hated it when it was in Teen Wolf on MTV.
Oh, it was in Teen Wolf as well.
And it was like the guy threw like a 30-yard pass behind the back, and everyone was like, "Oh my!"
You probably live in large when lax pennies were in fashion.
I love them.
Lax pennies and natty ices.
That was
you're like, dude, this is my culture. My culture's not a costume.
I was never penny because I just had tits.
You didn't want the man tits hanging out?
No. I did. That was like the thing when you're 26 and you're throwing away all your pennies. You're like, oh, this one.
You still got any?
No, I still have like 1 or 2 just as like.
Damn, you tossed all your pennies, bro. You were like,
it's tough.
I have to get rid of them.
This white one, black one.
No, the reversible white and black one.
Smelly. They smell so bad you can't even keep them. It's like keeping a CYO jersey. It's like it stinks.
I have Tim Gagan's.
I got some CYO jerseys.
Exactly. It's tough. You know what I mean? Like, also the shorts. Honestly, I miss getting a nice pair of just good gym shorts all the time.
Yeah,
and that was awesome for that.
Yeah, lax shorts are underrated.
Aren't they like thicker?
They're basketball shorts.
Aren't they like
little,
thicker?
Not really. They're really just like they're this. They're whatever shorts you got on, but they're usually just simple and they're not. They're usually just easy, nice gym shorts. They're good. They're pretty much just basketball shorts.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well,
they usually have pockets.
Yeah, they always have. Yeah.
Whereas basketball shorts don't have pockets most
we know,
of the time.
because we know we're gonna keep the shorts after. So. Well, I played on like a club team, so we would like handle the finances and stuff like that. So that was the weird part, because like it made it really easy a coach to steal from you, because they just had to convince a few 18-year-olds. You know what I mean?
Wow, that the shorts are $35, not 10.
Things like that, but it's more you learn how to handle money. And I'm talking like I did anything about it. I kind of just watched, and I'm like, if I had $3,000 and something to do,
not a bad pyramid scheme.
Like we had to
not a bad idea.
Rent our own buses and hotels and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
dude. Still overcharge
youth sports is crazy
and expensive too.
I hope when I have kids, I hope they're unathletic. I don't want them
'Cause
getting.
it's cheaper.
Yeah, I don't want to be traveling on the
You're
week.
gonna-
No,
oh,
it's
bro.
the weekends.
is
My-
It's the weekend. I don't want to be going
My-
to Massachusetts for some
my
ice
parents-
hockey tournament.
My parents.
So my
spent-
kid can go to SUNY Oneonta
You know how
and
many
play
times
club
my
hockey.
You know how many times my parents went to Downingtown, Pennsylvania?
Exactly.
Lacrosse
Yeah,
tournament.
to sit in a field when it's like 100 degrees out and want to blow their brains out.
I think that's kind of why like they liked that I went to Florida State, because it's like I could have went to like Beloit,
So-
Wisconsin.
Tennessee.
Yeah, I could have went to like somewhere in North Carolina no one's ever heard
Yeah.
of. I went to like a big nice school that was like, you know,
True.
I could watch their football
Worth it.
games every week. I went
Yeah.
to Jamis Winston was my classmate.
Nice.
Did you ever have any classes with Jamis Winston?
I saw him on the bus once, and I almost like, oh my god, it was like seeing Santa Claus in
Yeah.
real life. I was losing my shit.
Did you witness the cafeteria incident?
Where he jumped on the table and said "fuck her right in the pussy."
Yes.
No, but like every time there was something like that, I was literally like the next door over. Where like
So
I lived next
you
door.
got you got the news quick.
I was across the street the time he was at Burger King and put soda in a water cup.
Wait, he got caught doing that?
Yeah, and like
Wait,
the guy,
that's
and the guy
such
like,
a
bro, give him the fucking
that's
soda.
such a funny
He's
story
gonna
to
throw
get.
3 touchdowns and fuck her girlfriend. Evan.
Dude,
Give him
the-
the fucking soda.
Someone getting mad at him for using
Wow.
Well, yeah.
that's when college athletes
was-
were broke
3 days
still
I
too.
lived, I lived next door to the Publix where the crab legs thing happened.
Yeah, you told me that. He
And
got gifted the crab
It-
legs.
What happened was the guy was kind of like, the guy at the counter was kind of like, oh, I'll give you these for free. And he goes, oh, cool. He said like last second, he's like, hey, last second, do you guys have any crab legs? Yeah, it's on the house. And then like a manager who was down with that was like, you did they give you a free gift? And because of NCAA, he's got to say he had to kind of say I took them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He kind of just said he
Wow, I get
can't
it.
get
Yeah.
free gifts.
Correct.
So he had
Fuck.
to say he stole them. You know what I
Holy
mean?
shit.
Yeah.
That was like 10 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. Wow.
He was a crazy man.
Did he ever end up playing?
He
in the
could have
NFL? I
just
don't
li-
remember.
he
Yeah,
he
I don't
didn't
know. He's on
he
the Giants
didn't
now.
need to
Oh, I have
tell-
no idea. Legit.
He's also
Fuck.
he's such a
You root for him.
he's such a
You can't not root for the guy.
an honest, God-loving man that he didn't lie to the Publix employee. He could have just said, "Yeah, they gave him to me." The Publix employee is not going to the NCAA and being like,
No, they
Jamis
got private
Winston got
investigators,
gifted.
man.
James, the guy was like, oh, I gave him crab legs. What the fuck?
Jamis Winston got gifted crab legs. You know, I'm going to report this. No, he's a Florida State fan. This
But
guy's also
the guy
like,
who reported him was the manager of the place who was a dickhead about it.
Oh.
no, he reported him for stealing, not for
No one
not
really-
for getting gifted the crab legs. What I'm saying
That's
is,
what happened because he had to say like,
but what I'm saying is, Jamis Winston
I
didn't
know.
have to say it.
I
He could have just.
That's what he's maintaining. That's what he said. It's
I get
like,
it. I
have
get
to.
it. I'm just saying he's dumb.
Oh, he is dumb.
That's all I'm saying.
I love him though.
I see his logic. It's flawed.
He's my sweet Jameis. I love him. Like I went to Florida State with that. Like you ever see the graphic where it's like the offense and the defense and like where they all played pro?
Yeah.
It's like Devontae Freeman, Calvin Benjamin, Nick O'Leary,
Yeah.
grandson of Jack Nichols.
You know,
Fucking ruled. Jalen Ramsey, Derwin James.
James Winston had some great
Quotes.
pregame speeches.
Oh,
His huddle speeches are crazy.
I'd run through a fucking wall for him
Yeah.
today.
He says stuff that makes no sense, but it gets you going.
Ideal.
You know what, when you talk about eating the W, is that him?
Yeah, that was eating the W. That was a
Eating the-
college game.
Eating the W. He made a W with his hand. He starts putting the W all in his, like literally in his mouth.
You know what I want today?
We're
I
gonna
want
eat-
some of these.
We're going W.
Oh,
He's,
I
he's
get it.
literally shoving his hand in his mouth, eating the W.
Shit,
There was
he's
the time.
passionate.
There was
Yeah.
the time he tore his ACL in a game, and then they were celebrating the
Oh.
locker, and he's like literally holding a crutch, playing the guitar on it.
Oh,
with the
nice.
boys.
Okay.
It's so many great moments. He won the Heisman. He went undefeated, won the national
Yeah.
championship, which was like
I believe I do remember that.
I
actually.
like how the Heisman tries to rescind the award after the event.
Yeah, like,
like they're like, oh, Reggie Bush,
and they
you
gave it back to
took
Reggie now.
money.
Yeah.
You took money. Oh, we're taking that back. They do that all the time to athletes. So they're like, oh, you took my we're taking the Heisman back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because that matters. Yes.
And everyone's like, oh my God, could you believe Reggie Bush? What a greedy asshole buying a house for his mother. Like that's like
Yeah.
what he was doing with his money. Like what piece of shit would be like this poor kid who's worked his way to stardom, who's
Yeah. I like when
worth millions.
Derrick Rose. They're like Derrick Rose. They're like, Derrick Rose is getting his National Player of the Year rescinded. Yeah, I don't think he cares. He's MVP right now. When Derrick Rose rocked, he paid an Asian kid to take his SATs for him.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know
I
that?
didn't know that.
And he like high-fived him. Thanks, Squinty.
He literally Derrick Rose is like, I think he actually took it once and got like such a low score that he couldn't even get into Memphis.
Damn.
That he paid an Asian dude to take the SAT for him and get like a 1200.
Derrick Rose.
Dude, just some Asian kid coming in off to a bender. Because you get the bad Asian kid.
I have his rookie year Youth XL jersey.
You got it. There's a great.
You got a Youth XL?
Yeah, Derrick Rose.
Yo, youth
rookie
jerseys,
year.
the numbers are really small.
Yeah, they are.
It looks really funny.
Yeah.
There's
We
a
were
cl-
in high school.
There's a great clip of the soccer player Antoine Griezmann, who's a French guy.
Yeah.
Who like loves basketball, and he
Just
won a
went to a
game,
different
and just
team.
like in the middle of an interview, he's like, "I love Derrick Rose," and like the French people are like, "Who the fuck's Derrick?" Like the French people watching this, and the Spanish people are like, "Who the fuck's Derrick Rose?"
know, Derrick Rose gets a pass for beating a rape case. No one ever talks about how he just let his boys take it. Oh yeah, go look this up. This is not good. This is not gonna make him look good.
D-Ro.
His boys apparently took advantage of an unconscious woman, and he was just there.
Okay.
And then he couldn't define consent in the court case.
He was always known to give a good assist.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He, when asked with define consent, he could not.
You mean like?
So I think it's amazing at the PR
think-
recovery he's
Do you think
done.
he was in denial, or do you think he's like Lawrence Taylor, where he doesn't understand that everyone doesn't want to?
I really think if you asked him to define any word, he wouldn't really be able to do that.
Can you
they're
define
like-
grapefruit, Mr. Rose?
Like they're like, "Hey, Derrick Rose, define ambiguation for me," and he's just like, "What?"
He's a dumb guy.
Yeah, exactly. Consent's already like 3 letters too long for him to describe. Like,
Well, also just like these guys are so used to everyone wanting to suck their dick, where it's like, you don't want to suck my dick? You're insane.
yeah, him and his posse. You don't want to suck 4 dicks tonight.
Did you ever see the girl who was like, I sucked all of the suns off?
Not.
Oh yeah, I did see that chick
Natalie.
actually. Yes.
She was on like No Jumper. or
Yes,
something.
yes, I did see that.
R.I.P. I think
Yeah,
No Jumper's done too.
She got no. Adam 22 always has another hood dude to go find.
Oh,
To like
God.
he just goes into South Central and just finds another hood
want a
dude.
podcast?
He's like, "Hey, you want to be on my podcast?" And then they inevitably get into gang beef because they're just airing out gang beef on a podcast.
Yeah, not even that. It's like the real gangsters are like, this guy's not like. There's definitely
No,
like,
there's
real-
always beef. I follow stuff just because I like seeing, like hearing about guys getting robbed outside of No Jumper. Like I like reading like podcaster leaves studio and gets robbed immediately outside. like that. That's the type of shit that happens at No Jumper. Or it's like No Jumper host pulls gun on co-host. Like
It is a podcast where it's all about mainly the fist fights they're about to have.
yeah, Adam 22 just brings guys on and then like. He hypes up these hood dudes, and then the second they get a bit too dangerous, he goes, that's enough of that.
It's
Let
hood
me get
dudes.
another guy in.
It's hood dudes and whores.
Pretty much, yeah.
And like this one lady was like, so I blew 12 guys on the Suns one night in like a row while they were all, and not even that. Is there a little bit of like, there's 12 of us, I'm gonna go downstairs and look for another girl, you guys can all
Yeah,
you know,
course.
like I don't
that
need
doesn't. I don't desire.
Yeah,
to
they-
be-
What do you wanna share
They
with
want
these
to pass
women?
it around. I don't know.
I don't get it either.
If one of you gets syphilis, you all get syphilis.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the camaraderie you build as a team.
Like that's.
No, it's funny to hear about the coach also getting in on it.
Because
the coaches
yeah, those coaches, they were
The
like,
coaches are also getting in on it for
Jeff
sure.
Van Gundy, definitely.
Yeah, it'd be hilarious to think about Jeff Van Gundy just being a poon hound like Patrick. You was like, motherfucker can't bring any of my bitches back to the hotel. You know Jeff's gonna steal that shit.
I don't like the.
Jeff got game like I don't, man.
I don't like
he
to think-
speaks to them on their level.
I don't like to think
Literally.
Jeff was actually having sex. I like to think Jeff was telling like, all right, get in position. And next play.
Yeah. He's explaining.
All right, subs.
He's explaining why zone defense doesn't work.
Exactly.
To a girl getting bang
Yeah.
bang.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, you ever played chess before? I think it's actually great for a defensive tactician's mind to play.
That's what like crazes me about all these NBA, all these girls who just date NBA guys. Where I'm like, she just jerked off a point guard from Portland last week. Like, you think you're special?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, they know
They're all
that's
escorts. I
no.
feel like.
Well,
no?
yeah, a lot of NBA players just date escorts.
Yeah.
Well,
But the ones that are actually in committed I feel like that's the compromise they make. They're like, listen, I get to stay at home and make millions of dollars.
Just go like, I'm
Pay
gonna
for
cheat
love.
on you. They just
And-
go, I'm gonna cheat on you.
They're like, listen, I'm on the road. I'm in Milwaukee. There ain't really nothing to do in Milwaukee, so I'm probably going to sleep with a stripper.
For 82 nights.
No, 40.
Oh yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
they play a lot
41.
of
And
Yeah.
it's probably less than that because they're not staying every
was doing
night on
baseball
every
math.
road game. Some nights they're probably coming
Yeah, it's-
back.
Airline pussy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They split it up.
Some same day flights, you know?
20 fucking massage spots,
But they-
20 escorts,
they-
20.
They
fucking-
all date the same IG models. Where it's
Wait,
like,
didn't another athlete get caught doing the Deshaun Watson?
poop.
No, Deshaun Watson was spinning around on he was trying to get happy endings from regular massage therapists.
Well, he was like inviting. He was inviting like massage therapists from Instagram over. And
yeah,
like,
and
being
then just spinning around and being
And then it
like,
was
"So
like-
you gonna suck me off?"
What? Jerk me off.
No way!
He'd be like,
Yup.
thanks for working that knot out.
And he got
Kinda.
caught?
Yep.
But that's a
What?
But that's what I mean. Like he's probably a guy that thinks at the
That-
end
that
of a
was-
massage, the lady jerks.
Said-
his
That
off.
probably
Turn over,
worked. That
please.
probably worked all out 50% of the time. Like he got in trouble for a lot of them, but there was definitely a bunch of them that were like,
Didn't know how to follow.
the chick was just cool with it. They're like, "Oh wow, I'm very excited." Deshaun Watson flipped around and he had a huge hog. Like,
That's funny.
Well, also Justin Tucker apparently was in on.
that's what I was saying. Another guy got in trouble for it. A white guy.
way.
So we got equality out here.
The worst is like when there's a white guy in sports in trouble, and it's like you just see the first commenter is like, "I know y'all gotta treat Justin Tucker the same way you treated Watson."
Oh yeah.
Did you see the thing where?
Good thing there hasn't been any
Justin Tucker days?
white Ray Rices.
Well, there definitely have been.
Has it? Not on video.
Not on
Rob
video.
Blake?
That's what I mean.
We keep it.
Rob Blake beat his wife.
I think no, isn't that from like 25 years ago?
Ray Rice, yeah, Ray
no,
Rice.
no, I'm thinking about
What?
no, I'm thinking about
Oh, Chris Cole, yeah. Pro skater Chris Cole beat his wife.
There was the punter for the Giants a few years ago, Weatherford.
Yeah, Cobra Cole.
There was one a few years ago, a punter for the Giants who beat his wife.
Oh,
And, like,
yeah.
the Giants covered it up too.
Lawrence Tynes or is it,
It might have been
or not Lawrence
Weatherford,
Tynes.
maybe. I'm
Oh,
not
Steve
sure.
Weatherford, yeah.
He was jacked too, which is like it was one of the like. Isn't that funny when they show like a punter who's jacked and he's like, "Grrr," and then
Yo,
they, like
a
beat his
punter
wife?
beating up his wife is hilarious.
Well, that's what was funny to me.
Because they're also like the shortest guy on the team.
he's probably
Usually,
punting her ceramic.
Well, that's what was funny to me. All the Creed when Creed was coming out about like Jonathan, like look how jacked Jonathan Majors is, and then Jonathan Majors at the whole hit his lady thing, and like they were like, yeah, who?
Oh man.
So they were talking about how jacked and like how powerful he was for a week, and then they're like, he beat up a white lady. It's like, "Ooh, doo, 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 doo."
oh, can't do that.
He was in like a mutual combat situation, I think, though.
Starting a fighting league where I just have Twinkie dudes fight women.
They do that in Russia.
Do they?
Yeah, they have.
Russia's got everything
They
better.
do that. They do all those fights where it's like two women versus a fat guy,
Mhm.
and like
Absolutely.
I'd
in the
watch
middle of
that.
nowhere.
ex-wife's mother-in-law.
You got sources on this stuff? I'd like to,
Oh, yeah,
for
I'll send you
research
some stuff.
purposes.
I'll send you some stuff.
I'd like to watch some of this. I've seen the ones where they fight the bears.
The bear ones. Yeah.
I've seen the bear wrestling.
The bear ones.
You ever
are
seen the
more-
one where
that's
it
a
goes
training
wrong?
Exercise. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's definitely a few ones with the bear.
Where the bear goes back, fights back. Yeah.
Well, there was a Khabib had the one where he's like, you ever see the video where it's like Khabib Nurmagomedov wrestling with a bear when he was very young? It was
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
10
Yeah, that's how all the Dagestanis get. They
practice.
They
with their
practice by
cubs.
wrestling with bear cubs.
They grow with them.
There was
Yeah.
he was watching it once with like someone was watching it with him. He's like, did he ever bite you? He's like, yes. You know what my father said? He's like, bite them back.
Yeah. Dude, Dagestanis are fucking nuts.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's why they're all just fucking
And not even that, like
blow someone's brains out with an AK-47
If
on
you-
command.
if you look like at the top 8 in wrestling in any category, it's like, okay, the gold medalist is from Azerbaijan.
Yeah.
The American won gold, the American won silver, and this Russian guy won. Dagestan guys will be there. They'll do Azerbaijan. They'll wrestle for.
Oh yeah.
they'll
The
wrestle
step.
for all
Yeah.
those fucking crazy places. So they'll
Yeah.
just move to other places.
Kazakhstan.
Yeah, Kazakhstan.
Uzbekistan.
All those.
Yeah,
places.
all those.
All those places.
Europe,
Dagestan.
Travis
Just
is
get
well. Travis
residency.
is well aware of those countries.
Yeah, absolutely. I have a Bukhari and I got some shit in my pocket. I got
He's got
I
a Bukharian shooter, bro.
I do in my pocket. I got Uzbek and
He don't play.
Well, I had it in my pocket.
Dude, I'm fucking tired.
Oh, yeah.
This has been a low energy pod. I'm sorry.
Damn.
I've been very tired. Are you tired, Travis? You seem
no,
tired.
I had 2 cups of coffee. I got this.
You
See,
see-
this is-
oh,
this is
you
from
saved this.
Uzbekistan. Yeah, I have that. Hell yeah, it's in my suit.
You didn't even give us a breakdown of your job interview.
Well, I don't know what there is to break down. It was really good.
Do you think you got the job?
No, because I have to go through a background check. That's the problem.
Why do you?
That's the problem.
What's wrong with your background check?
But you're wearing a suit.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a great.
What do you have on your background check that you're concerned about?
I got declined
This
from
podcast.
Budget Car Rental, and they told me it was because of my background check, and I haven't gotten a job since they've told me that. So
That's a budget car rental. That's different. That's a credit check.
no, a job. At Budget Car Rental for customer service. This is like 6 months ago, and they told me it was because of my background check, and I haven't gotten a job since then.
Did you get any further explanation? Like what was on the background?
I checked my background check, and I have nothing.
What was on it?
Nothing. I'm valid. I don't have any crimes.
But what else does it show? That
I was assuming it was a financial one because I owe IRS money.
how much do you owe the IRS?
400 and something.
$400?
That's
Yeah, I
not
owe
a
them
big
money.
deal.
I owe them money. Maybe it was because of that.
Do you mean like 400?
No, $400. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
No, that's a lot of money to him.
Oh.
Absolutely, yeah,
Yeah.
of course, 100%. I'm in a suit.
No, I know.
This is a financial podcast.
It's a financial podcast.
It really is. But yeah, no, it was really good. It was.
I feel like that wouldn't come up in a background. 400 is
Yeah,
probably
that's
really
nothing.
much.
What was in there? Your work history of you just working at places and then
Have you ever fumbled around with any nuclear reactor?
yeah.
I mean, I don't know
Have you ever
what.
posted any questionable things on
Hell, fucking yeah. Absolutely, 100%. But that doesn't come
Well, yeah,
out on
you
the
do this
background check.
podcast, yeah.
Yeah, but
But
that
there
doesn't
was a
come
thing
out.
where, if you're going to get a job and I'm like, oh, yeah, going to go do a podcast
And this is a
tonight.
really serious job too. Like this is a
Don't
really
worry.
serious
If anyone's
job.
getting fired from their job for a podcast, it's me.
It's a really serious job for a really serious organization.
You go to any episode, I'm saying a slur somewhere in there.
Yeah, we're both
To be
saying some
expected at
wild
this point.
shit. Absolutely. I
Not-
haven't said any
not
wild
you.
shit.
No, you don't really. You hold
I
back.
said some Italian stuff.
Last episode, I got a bit xenophobic. I'm gonna have to apologize to the fans for that one.
There you go, fans.
Yeah, I stand on business, but
You think we lost any Indian or Pakistani or Bangladeshi?
I don't care. We lost them to the war.
Oh,
We lost them a long time ago.
Yeah, they were out there fighting for Kashmir,
wow.
that garbage plot of land. they're fighting for a landfill.
They just need to build a Tim Hortons there and make everything all right.
Yeah, they need to build a clay oven, fucking Indian food
What
restaurant.
Kashmir needs is donuts.
Yeah, Singa Pizzeria.
Yeah, they need to have a guy
$1.50
selling
pizza.
doner kebab.
Oh yeah, bring the Turks in. That'll cause peace.
Yeah.
Everybody will eat that shit.
All right, you want to do plugs?
Absolutely. We'll
I'm
start
kind
with
of
the
tired.
guest.
I just ended this abruptly.
There it is. We'll start.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
I got
We're like an
gig-
hour 40.
I got a gig at South Shore Craft Brewery on August 29th. I know it's a while ago now.
Is
and
that
I
a
got
Steve
the,
Rocco show?
Yep, and I got a
The big and powerful Steve
long-
Rocco.
Yep, and that is the only name he goes by. Don't call him anything else.
Don't call him anything
Don't
else.
call him anything
He
else.
really doesn't like it if you call him Steve Rocco Perillo.
Oh damn you! I'm not associated with. I'm not.
You're not
You're digging
associated.
your own grave now.
I don't
Steve
care.
Rocco
I don't
Perillo?
care.
No, Steve Rocco is a friend of ours. He does like comedy shows. He books people. He does a lot of mics. He does a lot of good things for the community. He keeps me.
Yeah, don't
Steve
confuse him
Perillo.
with the child.
Keeps me off the streets. Is pretty much.
Don't confuse him with the predator.
The greatest thing he does is just keep me off the streets.
He's
bro.
a good mentor.
No,
Financial
not at
podcast
all.
talk.
Not at all.
Really, Steve Rocco, not Steve
Not
Rocco
Steve
Perillo.
All right, and then I got a laugh off date on the 10th. That's about
Wait, what club?
brokerage.
Okay, I did the brokerage too. That was my first time doing the brokerage on Sunday.
That's nice.
It's whatever.
Nice place.
On
It's
Sundays we make sauce.
I dare I say I like McGuire's better. McGuire's is a little roomier.
I was always more brokerage just because of Massapequa, and it's easy
Yeah.
to get to. I feel like, and
I just don't like getting on stage at the brokerage. You gotta zigzag up the side.
But it is what it is. It's gotta suck if you're like really fat. You gotta do that.
Yeah, watching the fat guy squeeze by
Yeah, there was
funny.
a lot of that. Fat women, fat
It
men.
takes an extra second or two to get up.
That's gonna be my joke. Listen, if you don't think I'm funny during my act, watch me try to squeeze through these fucking tables. My big fat tits try to squeeze through these tables.
There was a lot of that. Shout out Ezra.
Yeah, I don't think I'm booked for nothing.
I'm
I got
booked for a
no
lot.
I got no shows.
It's the game, man.
So I'm gonna go postal and shoot up an open mic in New York City.
Woo! You
Next
heard it
month.
here first.
That's my plan actually.
Duck.
So if you see me, you better clear the fucking room.
At least you're gonna be waiting after the birthday, right?
That's my plan to get in and out of open mics as quick as possible. I just put out the rumor that I might shoot one up one day, so people see me and they're like,
I want to start.
"Oh no, this guy's gonna shoot up the. I should get out of here."
Just make up a sex
And I'm like,
scandal.
"Why is there only 3 people at this open mic? There was like 12 people here when I got here."
You're not the guy who's going to shoot us.
No, of course not. I'm not
There's-
Bam the Savage.
We know who the suspects are.
Yeah, it's very clear. You see guys and you're like, this guy's like one more heroin relapse away from coming back with a gun.
This guy's a few bad days away from wearing my skin like pajamas.
Someone said that in the in the Dork Court chat about me yesterday.
That you wear skin.
That they want to wear my skin like
Yikes.
and dance around their house or something
I think
like
that's a
that.
compliment.
It was pretty scary to get someone to
I meant it as a compliment. No, it was me. It was me.
yeah. You told me that someone told me that. You're the one who read me that comment.
Oh, I pointed it to you?
Yeah,
I
you
pointed
came-
it
I
to you.
walked
You're
back
right,
and you're like,
you're right. I showed
yeah,
you as soon
someone's-
as you sat next to me.
You're like, yeah, someone said they want to skin you and wear your skin around their house. It's like, oh fuck.
Yeah, they were pretty brutal in the chat, but they were funny. I think the people, like I said, the people.
Yeah,
on
they
the
also
table,
said I
the
looked like
regulars.
they also said I looked like I sold solar panels.
And like
Yes.
the regulars who like do that all the time almost like build respect for you because it's like, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no.
I'm gonna
The more times you do it, the meaner they get.
Yeah, and you
Like
kind
the
of
first time I did it, they kind of liked me.
Well,
The second time, they were
I've
just
been
calling me
I've been able to
gay.
do it the last few times, but I love it just
Yeah.
because like, well, one, the thing I do hate is no one wants to go first, and I'm just like, if no one is gonna go first, I'll go first. But I
Oh,
prefer,
first starts it off. Yeah.
because it's not the guys in the chat that suck. It's everyone immediately looking down at your phones and like, all right.
Yeah, you're telling jokes to people talking shit about you on their phone.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's
Yeah.
more people worried about their own sets and like trying to get their own joke. And it's
No,
like,
and
God
then,
damn it.
you
Can we just listen to the fucking room.
and then you hear people laughing at stuff being written
And
about
you
you
can't tell.
mid joke, and you're just like,
The worst,
oh man,
the worst-
I know they're saying some
the worst
crazy
is
shit
if you
about
think
me.
you get a good one and it's not.
It's someone reading the chat.
Yeah, the
just-
guy that went
Just
last,
Pike
that
Von
happened
Doom
to
is
him.
dunking on
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Did you notice that? The guy that went last, that he thought that happened to him a couple times.
Oh, Miles?
No,
Oh,
no, after
Oh,
him.
Miles.
Oh, the
Miles.
I don't know his name.
Miles is a Dork Court statement.
yeah.
not
Miles,
him, not
Miles
him.
caught the wrath of the chat.
Oh, he loves it, but he loves it though. Miles is like,
Yeah, oh yeah.
Miles
No,
is like, bring it on.
the dude that looks like Andrew Garfield. I don't remember his name.
Oh,
He's really
I mean,
Jewish.
I felt bad for him because he thought that they were laughing at his jokes.
No, they were just calling him
It was
Jewish.
just
worst.
crazy
Yeah.
timing. Yeah, I felt rough.
he got all
man.
my Jewish heat.
Yeah. He was the only Jew, that's why. They saved the best for
I
last.
kept writing
when
on
there
every
isn't, they go for
But
me.
the chat wasn't ready for that, yeah.
I kept writing on every person. I was like, oh, another Jew. I just kept
No.
writing on every single
they had
person.
me and Noah, who they called gay. Then they had Justin Hartman,
They
who
made
they
fun of
called a
his
wigger.
tattoos. Yeah.
And it was pretty funny. They were like, "This is the first wigger I don't like." That's what the chat was saying.
Yeah.
They kept telling him to
It's 'cause
take
they're
them off.
speaking about their own
Someone
people.
said something really brutal about him off the bat, and they were like,
Oh, they look like his bones don't fit his body.
yeah, that was one. Someone said, I'm not even, there was some brutal shit. Like mid-transformation, someone said. I was so brutal. I was like, wow.
They work on those.
Yeah, no, they.
Oh, they
No,
do?
the Dorkwood
The
chat
Dorkwood
is
chat is
so
like-
mean.
They
Yeah,
themselves.
they're not like writing jokes, but like they've been doing it for so long. that
They're
like,
better roasters than people that like comedians that roast. Like they'll say,
yeah, I play fantasy football with a bunch of cool dudes.
"Oh, you play? You're in the.
I'm one of them.
That's funny.
You play fantasy football with the racist live chat.
Hell yeah.
Mhm.
Respect.
And then we do a call. We do a call on Sundays to do
I
part.
want them to find my
gamble together.
podcast. I want them to find my racist podcast and enjoy it.
Mhm.
They might.
They seem like they would.
They might see me on here and be like, "Yeah,
Yeah, hopefully.
We recognize him.
Hopefully they're like,
I
yeah,
know
that's
that gay faggot."
yeah,
I'm
the
calling
gay-
him a
the-
faggot on this show.
the guy who wore pleats on Dork Court.
Oh,
Bro.
yeah.
Yeah.
They like that.
I was at a
I don't
mic
know why.
yesterday, and a dude wore a straight up skirt.
Was it in Brooklyn?
No.
This was on the island?
And did he say anything about it?
Well, we talked about it because it's like,
This was at Belmore?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't a kilt because he's like, he was very specific.
He was like a gender fluid, or is he
No,
just
he's
making a
wearing
statement?
He's wearing a skirt.
Was it like a crusty old guy, or was it like a younger dude?
Middle, like a little older than us. Mid-30s.
That's the most crusty Nassau County shit I've heard. It's just some,
Dude wearing a skirt.
just being like, yeah,
Nice
say,
guy.
I fucking say something about it.
Nice guy.
Fucking say something
No,
about
I
it.
wasn't like say something about it. He's just like, I'm wearing a skirt.
Yeah, but if you said something about it, he'd fucking. You think he was ready?
Yeah. Well, we did talk about it because I was like, nice kilt.
No, but you made him fun of you. Sorry, if you called it gay or something.
Oh no, I said nice kilt, and then he told me it wasn't a kilt. He's like, it's not a kill because the kills don't have. He's like,
Did he just want more breathable balls? Like,
honestly, I respect it. It was hot out.
that's kind of nuts.
There's a part of me, well, not breezing.
Now, how girly was the skirt?
Was it cute?
It had a belt.
He had a belted skirt. He looked like a steampunk.
Yeah.
Was it stiff?
He looked like a female wrestler. Was it leather?
It wasn't leather. It was green.
Oh,
Nice
man.
I forget. I think his name's Zack too, actually, but nice guy.
I'm just picturing a grown man in like a frilly like girl skirt.
It
Like,
wasn't a girl. It was like a skirt your aunt would wear. It looked like an old
oh
skirt.
shit!
I haven't seen
He
anyone.
looked like he was dressed like a receptionist.
Honestly, it was like sometimes when you don't see your comedian friends in a few weeks and you like see some crazy at a mic, you're like, I have to tell someone.
Dude, I see shit and I just take pictures of stuff so much.
Good.
We had a lady.
Like if I see something at a mic and I'm just like, this guy doesn't matter to me, I will literally just take a picture of it and send it to my friend and be like, yeah, look what you're missing.
We were at a mic I'm not sure if you were there. I was at Steve's Wednesday mic a few months ago. And like there was just a lady like who was at the bar after I got off who was like, oh, you guys doing comedy in there? And I was like, yeah. And she was talking. He's like, yeah, I went to Governor's once. I don't think I'm allowed back. The comedian on stage called my tits saggy, so I flashed him, showed him, and I'm like, okay. And like we talked for a little minute, and then she's like, yeah, actually I'm gonna go inside and watch. And I forget what happened, but someone said something, and she flashed them.
Wow.
Damn, I was not there for that, but I don't want to see her soggy old lady tits.
Tits.
Sometimes they're good.
That's the shittiest bar in this town.
Nah.
There's a lot of shitty bars in Lindenhurst.
There weren't that bad tits, honestly. He was just saying it.
Yeah, I would just assume they were bad. She was hanging out. The
what
Loyal
bar are
Dog.
you talking
I got
about?
a nice side
The
view.
Loyal Dog.
Oh, I didn't realize. I didn't hear you. Okay, I got you.
It's called the Anchored Inn now.
Yes, that's correct. Yes,
Yeah.
that is. Yeah, I always feel so bad because I never see anyone in there. I literally walked past.
No,
it
there's
today.
always like one or two people in there.
I walked past it today, like 3 hours ago.
So let's wrap it up.
All right. Shout out Ezra
I don't
Medical
have any-
Center.
I don't have
I'll
any
be there 3
plugs.
weeks in a row.
You getting your teeth done?
Yeah, I'll get.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll be there for apartment.
My man's getting his teeth done.
Yeah, absolutely.
You have veneers?
He
I have veneers. I have 7.
Really?
Yes, sir.
He had a sugar mama go, hey, get your teeth done, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Treat yourself right.
Listen,
Teeth yourself right.
If you want
Shit.
to eat this pussy, you have to have good, clean veneers.
It's true.
Man,
yeah.
I want you to
Mhm.
nibble on this box.
Yeah,
I
but
need
make
your
sure you
teeth
don't
nice
feel
and
the
strong
thing.
like a
I want to
horse.
see the
Yeah.
reflection of my clit in your teeth.
Yeah,
I need them
exactly,
horse
yeah.
teeth to, yeah.
Mhm.
I need a ceramic coat on them
Yeah,
shits.
George
Make 'em
Washington
shine.
went to Dominican Republic and got his teeth done.
All right, that's been Pot of Hot Coffee. We did an hour 50.